bags, legendary swag. Only one thing better than cash. When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know like I know, you're getting cash flow. When I walk through the door.
All right, we're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Reset that clock. Grant Cardone here. Oh my God. Welcome back if you're coming back. Welcome for the first time if you're here for the first time. In case you are here for the first time, my name is Grant Cardone. And I am here today to talk to you about real estate and how to take advantage of some things that are going on in the real estate market that are absolutely phenomenal. I mean, these are game changers. This has never happened in my lifetime. There's 3 things going on in the marketplace that, well, let me just do this while people gather into the room.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you today how to take one deal and turn it into $1 million. And because of some things, some regulations that have changed today, I'm going to show you how to buy a $100,000 piece of property with $5,000. $5,000. If you could figure out how to come up with $5,000, let me show you what $5,000. That's $5,000 right there. Imagine I could leverage $5,000 and buy a $100,000 building. Okay, this is a rooftop. These are some doors, and these are income. And these people are all paying me $1K a month, $1K a month, $1K a month, $1K a month. I'm going to live in one of these units, and I'm going to make on that deal $16,800 a year in free cash flow. Okay, I'm going to live there for 1 year. Actually, I'm probably going to make the first year $4,800. Get almost 100% of my money back. And then in year 2, I'm going to make $16,800. I'm going to go through all this here in a second. 3rd year, I'm going to make $16,800. In the 4th year, we predict the rent would go up. We would make $20,000 of free cash flow. This is just cash flow. I'm collecting rents. I'll show you guys exactly how to do this over the next 90 minutes, okay? And it's going to feel like you're drinking out of a damn fire hose. I'm telling you, you're going to get hit and you're going to be like, dude, this is real. I'll show you properties. I'll show you exactly where to buy them, how to get them funded. I'll show you how to do it with no money, bad credit. I'll show you how to do 4 units or 104 units. Hell, I'll show you how to do 4,000 units. I've done all that, okay? So this is year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, okay? I've made $4,800, $16,800, what is that, $21,600? $37,000, $38,600, $58,000, if my math is right. See how close I am, Ryan. You would have made $58,600 on the cash flow only.
53.6.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that right?
53.
I can't believe I'm up that much. 33.6, 53.6. No.
Oh, plus the 48.
No. Yeah, man. I'm closer than you are. He's got it on, what is it?
58.4.
58.4. I was off $200 and did it in my head. Okay, now watch. 58,000. What did you invest? $5,000. You 10x your money. I'm going to show you how to 10x your money today and only start with $5,000. See, the goal with money, folks, is, look, I want to get rid of this. This is a US dollar, or it could be a Remy, or it could be a Ruby, or it could be a peso, or it could be Canadian.
Durham.
Whatever. None of it's worth anything. It's a piece of paper. But when I buy a building, a unit, okay, I'll show you some here today. I can show you 155 million of them. I'm going to show you about 30 million of them that are for sale. You're like, where do I find these? They're on your way to work. They're on your way to Whole Foods. You passed them when you went to Starbucks this morning. You passed $58,600 worth of new cash flow, income. And all you needed was $5,000 to buy it. Now watch this. Let's say 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. It's 2028. We're here at 2024 already. We're going to be, the next president that we elect will actually be going out and a new president will be going in. Okay, so let's say Trump's in, or Biden comes back, or Michelle. We're going to be doing a new president. This 4 years. In 4 years, we'll have a new president. And this property right here that you paid $100,000 for could be worth $200,000.
Hey, for all the people who are here that maybe don't know you yet, maybe you just tell them a little bit about what
Jared
you've
Glant
done.
right here. If you don't know me, you don't know Jared. That's Jared. He's helped support me today. We had almost 100,000 people registered for this event today. I have been buying real estate I wrote this book called How to Create Wealth Investing in Real Estate. I'm going to give away a bunch of these today. And I also wrote this book, The 500 Most Important Terms in Real Estate. Every term you need for an investor to buy real estate. Very important to understand the terms. And in addition to writing those two books, I have bought $5 billion worth of real estate in the last, $5 billion with a B, in the last, since I was 30 years old. Bought my first deal when I was 28 years old, second deal when I was 28, and then bought my first real deal that made some real money when I was 31 years old.
Have you ever lost money on a deal?
I've never ever lost money. I've been involved in 55 transactions. I've looked at probably 55,000 different
Deals.
without exaggeration. This is not hyperbole when I say, I probably looked at 55,000 different properties to buy 55, and I've never ever lost money on the kind of deal that I'm gonna tell you today, okay? Now, what just happened, okay, just tell me when we're ready to go, because I know people are loading in right now.
Yep.
What just happened was Fannie Mae just changed a rule. All right, the single family home in this country right now, single family home takes 20 to 25% to buy. A multifamily, okay, up until today, this is today, that's why we planned this meeting today, takes 25% to buy it. So let's say you had $1 million house, you had to put $250,000 down. And let's say you had $1 million, I'll show you how to do both of these. $1 million multifamily, you had to put $250,000 down, maybe even more. Okay, as of today, this stays the same. You still have to put 20% down, 25% down, and you got to have a job, and you got to have good credit. This deal right here, this deal, 4 units, you can now buy up to 4 units with 5% down. Only 5% down. So that down payment is going to go from $250,000 to only $50,000 to control $1 million. Now, you got to know where to find the deal, where to buy the deal, how to fund the deal. You got to know a whole bunch of other stuff. Does the deal even work? Does the deal even underwrite? Okay. But I'm going to show you how to do all that today. In 90 minutes, I'm going to give you as much information as I can. I would normally spend 3 or 4 days to do. We do twice a year. We do this 3-day event. We do one in Scottsdale. We do one in Miami, where I basically spend 3 full days, 24 hours. I'm going to try to get as much done in the next 90 minutes, okay? Now, for those of you that are like completely dedicated, you've already heard enough, and you're like, dude, I don't want to just, do the 90 minutes. I want to do something long term. We're going to have an offer for everybody here. It's a stupid, ridiculous, like, you're going to feel like an idiot if you don't take advantage of this. That offer is at grantcardone.com/now. And for everybody that takes advantage of it, before I even show it, I'm going to give you guys this book, okay? Now, this is going to be on Amazon Monday for $525. And we're going to give it to the first 100 people that take advantage of it. You cannot find it right now. I'm also going to give you the copy of How to Create Wealth Investing in Real Estate. I'm going to give you my 16-hour masterclass that we sell on my website right now for $10,000. You can go there right now at grantcardone.com and see it for 20 grand. I'm going to give you all that, and never before released our instant underwriter calculator. Okay? I know how to underwrite a deal. Give me any deal, okay? Any deal. Just give me something, Ryan. Starting with 4 units. Let's say 4 units.
4-unit deal.
Rent. How much are the rents?
Rents are $650.
$650. Okay. That's going to be $2,600 a month times 12 equals $28,200, somewhere thereabout. I'm going to spend. Let me just get my little calculator right here. This is not the calculator I'm talking about. I just need this because Ryan gave me some bullshit number times 0.75 times. If I stay occupied at 100%, because it's a smaller deal should stay occupied at 100%. I'm going to have $21,000 worth of NOI right here. NOI. Divide that by 0.075. And I should offer $282,000 for this property. And I would get a 7% return. How long did that take me to underwrite that deal?
42 seconds.
42 seconds, okay? Now, what we did was people would watch me underwrite deals, including professional real estate investors. I'm talking about people that have sold $50 billion worth of deals. And they're like, dude, how do you underwrite a deal that fast? And they said, Ben, that would be valuable. So we're going to actually give the first 100 people that take advantage of this our instant underwriter calculator, where you can literally plug in the numbers and bang, the deal is done. Okay, but look, I'm not here to sell you guys anything. If I'm here to sell you anything, it's to sell you on this opportunity. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, okay? And Jared just told me, in addition to that, on the grantcardone.com/now, we're going to also give you a one-on-one strategy. We're going to give you a 2-day interactive event that we're going to do in 12, 13 days. We're going to do where we just slow all this information down and actually show you how to find it, buy it, fund it with the least amount of money down, without using your credit, and make sure that it cash flows, okay? Mm-hmm. For instance, when I underwrote this deal right here and said, I'm gonna pay $282,000, now I know what I'm looking for, okay? I'm gonna put 5% down on this deal. That takes $14,000, is that right? I'm gonna finance $268,000, okay? And by the way, any professional should be able to do this, okay? If you don't know the terms here, this is the price, this is my down payment.
$20K a year in debt.
Okay, my debt's going to be $20,000 a year. Okay, my NOI was $28,000 a year. I'm going to make $8,250 in free cash flow, and I only put $14,000 down, which means my down payment will be back in 2 years. So the question is, if you want to make more money than that, you would know, hey, I got to lower my price, which easy to do on a 4-unit deal that's $282,000. It's in El Paso, Texas. And I'm like, dude, should I be paying 70 grand a door, which is what I'm paying? I'm going to give you these metrics today. And again, I apologize. I know you guys only have so much time. I only have so much time. It's going to be like wham. Okay, but for those of you that are really serious about like you want to slow it down, slow it down. If you don't want to slow it down, no problem. Take whatever you can today. Eat as much as you can. Get as much confidence as you can from it. But I promise you, whether you let me help you or not, you are about to enter the greatest real estate correction in the history, well, at least my lifetime, and maybe the history of the United States. This is the greatest real estate correction ever. Let me show you why. I'm going to show you some proof. So you guys don't need to believe me, by the way. You shouldn't believe anything I say today. You should back it up with third-party data. When I tell you guys I have almost $5 billion worth of real estate, you just go to a website, grantcardone.com or cardonecapital.com, and you'll see every piece of real estate I've ever bought. Anybody out there giving you advice about how to buy real estate or how to invest in stocks or how to buy Bitcoin, show me what you got, bro. Okay? Johnny, can you throw cardonecapital.com up just so they can see the assets? For anybody that's new to me and you're like, man, is this a scam? I don't blame you, dude. There's so many scams on the internet, it's unbelievable. All you got to do to find out if it's a scam is go look for third-party validation, okay? That's all. Everything I told you I've done, okay? We just bought the Edison.
But everybody knows wealth's created through real estate.
Yeah, everybody knows wealth is created in real estate, but everybody knows you should do your due diligence. Slow down, Johnny, you're going too fast. That Edison deal, we paid, right there, Johnny, Edison deal, we paid $90 million for that deal. We expect a 275% return on that investment. The money invested, over the period of time that we own it, we think we earn 275% on our money, or what's called a 2.75.
Equity multiple.
Yeah, Johnny, can I get back to it? You bounced out, Johnny.
There you go.
Okay, the property next to it, Cardone Carper Center. Okay, it was 80% occupied when we bought it. It's at 94 right now.
Yep.
Okay, we bought this from a major institution. Here's one called 10X Miami River. We just bought this 2 years ago, right on Miami River. So anyway, what I'm telling you, I'm not going to show you all our properties right now. Go to cardonecapital.com and say, hey, is this dude for real? And you're going to see instantly I'm for real. Now, let me validate something else about the correction and the opportunity here. I'm going to show you, I pulled this up this morning on a piece of software that we spend about 60 grand a year on. Okay? Johnny, can you go to my computer? Stay with me the whole time, Johnny. That is the amount of real estate available for sale in America right now. So all you guys are, there's no inventory, no inventory. All the residential real estate investors, there's no inventory. Go back to it, Johnny. Okay. Right now, there are 14,189 properties, multifamily, that I'm going to be talking about, income-producing properties And I know exactly where they are, who owns them. Let me see, I'll show you. I'll just go some random deal. Here's 8 units right here in California, $2.1 million. Now, if I could take that deal, let me show you that deal, okay? If I understand, and you understand the Fannie Mae deal, tell me when. Okay, there's 8 units. If I could figure out, this is Pasadena, California. I know Pasadena, California. It's a great market. It's a good looking asset. Okay, let's say they want they said the NOI is 2.1 million. No, starting bid $2.1 million. 2.1 million. And again, all these terms, I'll get them for you in this book right here, the multifamily dictionary. Okay, the terms are very important. NOI as opposed to price. Their starting bid on this deal is $2.1 million. There's not going to be a bunch of bidders right now because the banks are not friendly right now. Fannie Mae is very friendly. And Fannie Mae is doing this because they're trying to make affordable housing. You cannot make affordable housing today without changing the regulations, and that's what Fannie Mae just did, okay? So you guys, the regular everyday family, could now become a $1 million real estate investor with as little as 5% down. If I could buy this for $2.1 million, I would basically what I would do is split it up in 2 properties. I would have it redesignated, 2 properties, 1 address here, this is A and this is B, okay? Now at 1.050,000, and I would put 5% down on this one, and I would put 5% down on this one, okay? And I would be able to buy this one with $50,000 down and this one with $50,000 down. I could show you exactly how to do all this, but you got to know what the limitations are, right? Because I know that one won't qualify because it's 8 units unless I could split it up. 186 units, 266 units, 75 units in Phoenix. Here's a Tucson deal. 173 units. Here's 20 units, Burbank, California. Now, I can also show you guys how to do 20 units. It doesn't always have to be 4 units. And I can show you how to raise all the money for that deal. And I can tell you right now, that deal right there, at $274,000 units in Burbank, is probably a steal. Okay, somebody's probably in the next 5 years going to make $2 million on a $5 million investment. Okay, the way that deal would work, $5.4 million, okay? You're going to put $1.4 million down, and you're going to raise it from friends and family, okay? Friends and family. I would show you exactly the paperwork, how to do this, the LLC that you got to set up, how to wrap the property. You're going to get a loan for $4 million. By the way, this loan for $4 million has nothing to do with your credit or your job. In fact, they don't even care about your credit or your job. They care about this piece of property. I did not know this until I was 33 years old. First time I bought a big deal, and I went to them and said, look at my credit and look at my income from my job. They said, we don't care about that, bro. Your deal, the deal you're buying using a DSCR qualifies this property for a loan. You don't need to be qualified. I could have bought that deal with bad credit, but I did need a down payment. Now I got to show you guys, I got to teach you guys how to raise that $1.4 million so that you can control this $5 million, okay? The game on this deal would be to improve the property, take this $5.4 million property. How many units was this? For sale, 20 units, okay? Watch this, I'm gonna show you a little trick. Take the property, 20 units, raise the rents $400 a month. Very easy to do, not difficult at all. How many think the rents are going to go up $400 a month? Just throw it in the chat. Do you think the rents, Burbank, California, the rents will be higher in 5 years than they are today? Okay, $400, 20 units times $400 times 400 times 12 divided by 0.05. That's $1,9200,000 of increased value. This is called increased value calculation, IVC, okay? I increased the value of the property by $1.9 million by raising the rents $400. Year 1, 100, year 2, 200, or another 100, year 3, another 100, year 4, another 400. That increased the value of this property from $5.4 million to $7.4 million. And the next guy's going to get the same kind of deal that I got. Like nobody's being taken advantage of. Everybody wins, everybody cash flows, and the bank gets paid. Now, you didn't put any money in this deal. You raised, Jared gave you 300 grand, Ryan gave you 300 grand. Your daddy's a doctor. He doesn't have time to do this. He lives in Pasadena. He gave you 300 grand. You gave everybody their money back and split this. You went 50-50 on the 1.9. You made $1 million and you had no money invested in the deal. All you did was manage the property. You might even live there. Live there for free, manage the property, take care of the tenant, slowly raise the interest rates, slowly raise the rents, and you, ladies and gentlemen, became a millionaire because of real estate. And that's why so many people will tell you. In fact, everybody agrees. Real estate is the most stable investment available today. And we're going through three things that are happening right now. If you guys are taking notes, three things that are happening right now are converging. It's called a convergence of activity that is happening that creates an opportunity. Warren Buffett talked about this. Charlie Munger talked about this. Real estate is a very stable asset class. Typically, it returns 10% in cash flow a year, better than the S&P 500. Okay, it returns a very stable. Then there's 2 or 3 times in a year that it gets 2 or 3 times over the decades that it gets interrupted. And it is always the same thing. The thing that interrupts real estate, it's very, very stable, and then you'll have a dip and a dip. 2008, 2020, there was a very short dip right here, and 2024 is going to be a monster dip. Okay? I can go back to 1995 right here. I've been studying this since I was 30 years old, 25 years old, okay? Massive dip right here, a very short blip right here. We bought a bunch of real estate right here, made a fortune in 18 months. That was COVID. This was the housing crisis, not actually a housing crisis, it was a mortgage crisis. And this right here was the credit and loans collapse. 600 banks went out of business in 1995. If you could buy real estate right here, between here and here, you would have made a fortune. Okay, if you'd have bought real estate between here and here, you would have made another fortune. If you'd have bought real estate right here, this window was so sharp, man, it was unbelievable. It was like bang, bang. Okay, this opportunity will last 18 months, is my prediction. In 18 months, you will have $500 billion, $500 billion worth of real estate is going to trade hands. And not because of the real estate. The real estate is good real estate. Good real estate is good real estate. Bad real estate is bad real estate. And bad real estate ain't ever going to be good real estate, okay? But what makes good real estate for long periods of time, and what interrupts the pricing of it, which is what's happening now, is debt. And we have a debt crisis going on in America right now, and I'm going to show you how to take advantage of it. Thank God, the second thing that's converging is Fannie Mae. You guys that are just tuning in, Grant Cardone, thanks for being here. Now I'm going to get into the workbook, and I'm going to go through about 90 minutes of information. Congratulations to everybody who already took advantage of this offer, grantcardone.com/now. Stupid, ridiculous. You're crazy if you don't do it, okay? I'm not going to even go over it again. I'm going to show you how to turn this pile of money, whether it's $5,000, $10,000, $2,500, or no money, and I'm going to show you how to start turning it into real money. Most importantly, not money. I want this money to become assets. That's the goal here. I want to collect assets. The three things converging right now are: 1, we have a monster correction happening. 2, we have a glut of inventory. I can show you there's 155 million apartments in America. 2 units, 4 units, 1 units, 6 units, 8 units, 15s, 16s, 32s, 80s, 100s, 200s, 300s. They got stuff being built literally like, 3 blocks from right here? Yeah. It won't even be completed, am I right? Are they going to complete that? Is that the one?
But it's slow.
Somebody's going to steal that. They thought they were going to get 120 million for it. They're not. They're going to probably get 80 million for it. They're going to actually sell it to somebody for less money than they have in the deal. We just bought a deal in Chicago. We're going to be half of what it should be selling for. Those opportunities exist. The third thing that is happening right now, did I cover Fannie yet?
Yeah.
Fannie, the correction, the inventory, and the debt market, okay?
The DSCR.
The DSCR. The DSCR, basically DSCR Okay, if I have a deal, let's say I have 10 units that bring in $15,000 a month, $180,000 a year, okay, and I can expense this thing's gonna cost $45,000 in expenses, and it has $135,000 worth of NOI, okay, you're gonna get a loan based on that number, not based on your income or your job. They're going to give you credit. Now, if you can't think with a deal that's 10 units and you want to take advantage of the 4-unit deal, watch this. It's going to work on 4 units too. The 4 units, this is where Fannie Mae comes in. Fannie Mae is a subsidized, government subsidized. It is not government owned.
And between Fannie and Freddie, what loans, what percentage of loans
Fannie
are
Mae does
responsible?
probably 80% of all the loans on planet Earth. Okay, they're the biggest lender in the world. You guys that are not talking to Fannie Mae, you're not even in the game. This isn't a Bank of America. I had a guy on our real estate call. We do a support call every week. In fact, for everybody who took advantage of now, I'm going to include you in our support call each week for the next couple of weeks until we do our live event. Yeah. So congratulations again. 4 units. Let's say 4 units rent for $4,000 a month, $48,000 a year. I know I'm going fast, guys, because I only have so much time. Okay. $48,000 a year, they're going to give you credit for the income for that property as income to you. And they're going to do that because they know that this has only a 0.005% chance of a default. And it makes it affordable for you to live in one of these units, charge yourself $1,000, charge 3 other people $1,000. You're living there and you control the property. You collect $48,000. You're going to pay about $14,000 a year in expenses, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, upkeep. You're going to have $34,000 left over for what's called the NOI. The debt on this deal is going to be, yeah, even at 6% loan today and a 7.5% money yield. It's a factor. It's a rate factor. That debt would be about $7,200. 48,000 expenses are going to be, is that right? 14,000? Yeah, 14,000, 34,000. You're going to make about $26,000 a year on this. My math could be a little wrong here. All right. So now I got to determine what am I going to pay for this. See, you don't know what you're going to pay. You just know what the income is. In fact, Fannie Mae doesn't care what you're paying. Fannie Mae cares. This is all they're going to look at now. They don't look at your credit score. They do not look at your finances. They're looking at the finances of this.
Because they look at it like a business.
Yes. Now, what you got to decide now is what am I willing to pay for that property? Now, I know how to calculate this deal. Okay. If you tell me, put in the chat what city you're in. Just put a city. It could be Sydney or San Antonio. It could be Cincinnati or it could be
I'll read them off when they start popping in.
Okay. Just give me some. It could be Columbus, Ohio. Let's say it's Columbus, Ohio. I just thought I saw Columbus pop up, okay?
Miami, Austin, New York City, Portland, Atlanta, Fort Lauderdale, Cleveland, Syracuse,
So
Denver,
look, if this thing is in Columbus, Ohio, and it's in a C neighborhood, I want to pay $425,000. And I know I'm going to get that loan, by the way. I know it, 100%. Not even a question. I'm not going to my bank. I'm Mr. Banker, would you give me a loan, Mr. Banker? You guys go to the wrong place. And because you don't know where to go, you don't do the deals. Okay, now I want you to write this down. Today, when you leave your home, write this down. I'm going to give you an assignment right now. When you leave your home today, and what are some of the cities they live in? And give me a name.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. They're all coming through here.
Dave and
CC
Dayton.
from San Francisco.
Okay, you're leaving your home in San Francisco. Great market right now for to be buying in. Why is it a great market? Because there's a massive exit going on in that market. And guess what? This many people are going to leave, and a majority of the people are going to stay. They're never, ever going to leave the San Fran. Never going to leave it. They don't care how much they could piss in every street, every headline. You could, like, people hear about all the killings in Chicago or New Orleans. They ain't leaving. A majority of the population will never leave where they live. In fact, 90% of all Americans will die where they were born. There's very little migration in this country. Okay. Now there is migration going on, and if you could be in major cities, that would even be better. I would rather be in Miami than I would be in Grand Rapids, Michigan. There's just going to be more growth in Miami, but there's going to be Grand Rapids, Michigan. There's going to be a phenomenal market in this opportunity. You just got to know your market, right? So here's the assignment. I want you guys to leave where you are, and I want you to take wherever you are, put your location right here in a map, okay? And I want you to take like 2 miles by 2 miles. That might be too big. Okay, maybe you got a Starbucks over here, you got a Whole Foods over here, which would be good. All those would be great indicators if you had that. You got a Costco over here, not so good. Don't go this way, go that way. Okay, move toward Chipotle's over here. Okay, like you got to know the locations. You got to know where money's moving to. What's some of these great food places now? What's the name of them?
Chipotle.
Chipotle, I did that one already.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick. I mean, Chick could be over here too.
Carrot Express.
Not really. Okay, that's probably going to be over here. Walmart's is going to be over here. Okay, a real Starbucks, like that's got activity by the way.
Target.
Okay,
You mean
you
like
got a bunch of car
Stanley?
dealers over here. Probably not where you want to go unless it's a bunch of high-end car dealers in a great neighborhood. I'm just saying location, and I'm going to give you all this today. I'm probably getting ahead of myself. This is the most important thing for you to make money. The DSCR is the most important thing for you to get a loan because Fannie Mae don't care where it's located. I'm telling you, they don't care. They do have some care as long as it cash flows. Because as you get a better location, this cap rate, and again, that's in this book. I'm going to give you guys this today. That's in this book. What is a cap rate, okay? And then what cap rate should I be paying? And where's all this information? Like, where am I getting access to this data? We're working on a program right now where we can actually show you every single listing and the history of the listing and every available asset class and how to contact those people in the marketplace today. We'll have that out by the end of the year. Okay? So this location, how good is it? As the location increases, the cap rate goes down. As the location over here goes down, the cap rate goes up.
And the cap rate is the return on your money.
The cap rate is if you paid cash for a property. If I paid 400 grand and I wanted an 8% return, this cap rate. If I pay $400,000, let's say, and I wanted a 7% return on the deal, that deal needs to make me $28,000 a year. Oh, by the way, I'm all over the number I just gave you guys on that last deal. $412,000 is going to return me, I think I said $28,600. Like I can literally do this thing in my math as a napkin, as like just a walking calculator. Okay, let's make sure everybody gets that instant calculator. Okay, that instant calculator, like, give me some numbers, Ryan. Give me. Show them this, Johnny. Johnny, I want you to take them to my instant calculator, my underwriting calculator. Let me see if I have it open still. I was showing this off this morning. Okay, watch. Okay, you give me any number of units. Give me the number of units. You guys watch this. Can you make it bigger, Johnny, and raise it up a little bit? How many units? How many?
12 units.
12. 12 units. Okay. Okay. What is the rent? What is the rent?
Rents are $900.
Man, that's cheap.
Very cheap.
Okay. Other income? Nah.
None.
Huh?
None.
None. Occupancy?
Put a zero there.
Occupancy?
93%.
Okay. Expenses?
40%.
Okay. Man, you spend a lot of money in expenses. And what market is it?
This is in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay. And good neighborhood or bad?
A good neighborhood. It's in Chester.
How good?
It's it's like a 7 or 8.
I could pay 1.2. I could pay $1.2 million for that property.
Which is about 100 grand per unit.
100 grand a unit. The rents are $900. And by the way, that loan qualifies. That loan qualifies by dollars. Okay, 1205. It would qualify by dollars, but it would not qualify because of the number of units.
For the Fannie Mae regulation.
For the Fannie Mae, for the 5% down. But guys, don't worry about it. Okay?
You want to just say one thing, because I think a lot of people have said, like, you have a position about like how many units you should go after and you should try to buy. Like why now?
The more the better. Okay?
Yeah.
Look, the more the better. I've always said, look, your minimum entry could be 32. That would be perfect. But I'm telling you, because of this 4-unit change by Fannie Mae, I would buy as many of these 4-unit deals as I could right now. I think that this cycle, I think that there's probably somewhere between 30 and 40 million. No, there wouldn't be that many. There'll be somewhere between 10 million, probably 10 million 4-unit properties in America. You can't build anymore. Nobody builds 4 units anymore. They built 400, they built 200, they built 300. They never built 4 units. Those 4 units were built back in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s. Mm-hmm. By the 80s, they were actually building 12s. You can actually tell when it was built by how many was built, okay? Right after the World War II, when everybody came back, they were building single-family homes everywhere. And then they said, why don't we build 2 units at the same time, cut it down the middle. Remember those houses? Like little duplexes. Boom, they started with the duplex craze. That was back 1955. Then boom, they said, let's do it. Let's just double up. Builder said, I can build 4 units in one place. Those were 4plexes. The 2plex and a 4plex is what you're looking at right now. And max out to the 4 units. Why? Because the 4 units gives you 4 incomes. Okay? You take that one, the one you want, the biggest one, and you rent the other ones out. And you charge yourself what you rented. That's the right way to do this. And let's say each one of these you're in Miami. Each one of these is $1,500. Charge yourself the $1,500. Okay? $6,000 a month, $72,000 a year. Bang. And manage it yourself. Now, when you're managing this yourself, dude, this management's going to be 15 grand a year. Okay? You're probably going to write off this, charge yourself some stuff for doing extra stuff, and actually pay for your rent out of your management. I mean, there's a lot of advantages. A lot of people have gotten rich managing their own real estate. Now, you're going to get a loan for $48,000. Okay? Right? But who's paying the debt now? Who's paying the debt on this thing? $48,000. The renters are paying the debt, okay? The income from the property, the $72,000, is what's supporting this debt load right here. I got $72,000 coming in. Okay, I have $48,000 of NOI. NOI is net operating income. I take my income less my expenses. That's why I want you to throw in your $1,000 for rent, or your $1,500 for rent. You're going to throw it in and pull it out, is what you're going to do. You're basically living there for free. How many of you'd like to live for free and not pay? See, right now, housing's not affordable in America. It's unaffordable. So Fannie came in and did this because they know you're going to live here for 1 year and then you're going to leave. You're going to exit the property and you're going to fill it up with one more tenant.
72 minus 15 is $57,000.
Oh, is this 57?
Yeah.
Okay, bad math. $57,000 of NOI, okay? Now, this loan over here, this deal was $1.2 million?
Yeah, remember that was a
Well,
12 unit. That was a 12
I mean, that
unit.
rent's cheap. But let's just do it. I'll just go with it. Maybe I paid too much for it. I'll find out right now. $1.2 million. Let's say this is just 4 units. I know I paid too much for it. I already know. But let's just say I did. See, that's what you guys got to know so you don't get stuck in a deal. But Fannie Mae's not going to let you pay too much for it because they're just not going to give you the loan. That's the other beautiful thing. See, the debt's going to be $114,000. So you're not going to do that deal. You're not going to get the loan, which means the property is overpriced. Now, this is how this gets fixed. You don't fix the price because you don't fix the price lower. These rents should be $3 grand because of the location.
Yeah, somebody just posted. I'm in Sarasota right now, paying $3,600. Margaret, I'm paying $3,600 a month for rent. Yeah.
Okay. So imagine these are bigger units, 1,200 square feet. They're all over the country, by the way. Sarasota, Cincinnati, they're all over, man. Beautiful little Cherry Hill, Colorado, dude. Like these are $3 grand a month now. It does. Watch. Okay. What is that? $12,000 a year, $144,000 of income a year, $28,000 of expenses, $16,000 of NOI. That was 1205 times 0.95 times 0.075. Yeah, I got $85,000. I got $85,000 worth of interest. I make $30,000 a year there. What did I put down on this? This is my free cash flow.
That would be 50.
I put $60,000 down.
Yeah.
Okay? But I own a $1.2 million asset. Now watch this. Let's say
I earned 50% on your money.
Yeah, I earn 50% of my money. You can't earn that anywhere. Not a bank, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, the stock market, Bitcoin. Ain't nothing pays you that kind of money. I can't even pay you that kind of money at Cardone Capital. Okay, I can't keep up with
the thing that I think is important for people to understand, because I'm seeing people post it in the chats here, is that under the new regulation with Fannie Mae, you have to occupy the property for 1 year, and then you can put a renter in.
Yeah.
So the idea is that for the next 5 years, if you could just get serious
they know,
committing.
Yeah, they know you're going to live there for 1 year and leave. They
Yep.
know it. They know
Yep.
you're going to exit. Why are they comfortable with that? Because the default rate on this asset class is less than 1%. Okay.
And compared to a single family home,
Which is 6% of all single family homes default. Some of them are still in foreclosure since 2010, by the way, 13 years later. And Fannie Mae doesn't want that. And Fannie's number one obligation, can you read what Fannie's number one mission is? This is why I'm so excited about this, and this is why Jared brought up, dude, you've always said don't buy 4 units. Yeah, I did, until now.
Fannie Mae's purpose is to serve home buyers, homeowners, and renters by creating solutions that expand equitable access to affordable housing.
Yeah, and
as
this
a
is-
resource for homeowners and renters, we also provide reliable information to educate and empower you in the housing decisions.
Yeah. So, and this is what's going on right now. They're doing this to make your housing affordable. Here's the problem. You want to write this down. When investors like myself say, hey, I'm buying 200 units, and you hear me on a Saturday right now saying, hey, fuck, I'd buy those. Like, I'll buy 4 units now. Okay. If I could steal it right now and get a 5% loan, now I'm not going to go live in them. You guys are in a position to do that. But if I was 25 years old today, if I was 55 years old and getting started, I'd be like, man, I'm not going to buy a home. I'm going to buy 4 units, live in one. If my conditions greatly change in 3 or 4 or 5 months, I'll call Fannie and say, hey, I got to go to the hospital. Can I rent out this other unit? I got a medical issue. Yeah, man, rent it out. They're not going to not want you to rent it out. So, and then I'd go buy another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Okay. But also, what you want to do right here, I'm earning $30,000. What if I increase this rent? What if the rent goes up $500? Watch this. The rents go up $500 just because the rents are going to go up. The rents have always gone up since World War II. The rents, there is no break in a graph where rents don't go up in America. 500 times 4 times 12 is another $24,000. Now I'm making $50,000 a year in free cash flow. I don't even live there. And what did I put down? 60 grand. Okay. Listen, I'm getting my down payment back every year. That means after year 1, I don't have any money in the deal. 10 years from now, let's just take it out 10 years in the year's 2033, and you still have this. Also, the people that live in 4 units don't move as much as people that live in 400 units. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're people that just kind of like, they settle in. I remember when I was doing my smaller units, people didn't move as much. Let's take it out to year 2033. These rents are $3,500 right now, or $3,000 right now. What are they going to be in this year? It's a good location, good city, got jobs. Okay, you took care of the property. Will the rents be higher? In 10 years. If they only go up 3% a year times 12, okay, times 10, okay, the rents will be $3,900. Now, that's not really how rents happen, just so you know, and we talk about this in our class, when rents go up. Rents typically do this. They're flat, and then they spike. They spike for 2 years, and they get flat. They might even go down for a second, then they spike, and they spike. Okay, here's your year. 2025, you will have the greatest rental spike ever seen in America.
Why?
It will make it, because what's going to happen right now is rents are going to flatten out or pull back a little bit. Not in these units. These are already affordable. They're going to flatten out, okay? And then what's going to happen is they're not going to build any new product. All building will cease this year, next year, even into 25. Because the debt is too expensive.
It's too expensive to borrow the money to do the job.
Debt's too expensive, labor's too expensive, construction costs are too expensive, cement, bricks, windows, labor, construction costs, just moving stuff to a property. Like, I'll tell you, like, there's all these little intricacies, okay? Over here in Miami, we build block. I asked Ryan the other day, why don't they build block in Sarasota? Because they can't get the cement over there. The cost to move the cement over there. The plants are over here or something?
Yeah, they're not set up. The plants are here. They're not over there. So the cure times, they can't drive it over there.
It's crazy. It would cure before it gets there or something.
The cost to build stick is similar to the cost to build concrete.
So, yeah. So for them to build stick there, not only can they not do it,
Wood frame.
they build wood frame. Wood frame is stick. Okay? And over here, we build concrete. It's not because of the weather. Okay? We both have bad weather. Okay. All right. So let me get into this real quick because I want to make sure you guys get as much. First of all, you get convinced. Okay? You have to be confident about real estate. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at everything.
Can you say one thing?
Yeah,
I think this
please.
is really important for people to understand because as we started, like I've worked with you for 13 years. I've been investing with you for 13 years. The assets have always been these big, beautiful apartment buildings. You've graduated yourself into there. For the last few years that we've really been helping teach people how to invest in real estate. We've been talking about bigger deals, 16 unit, 32 unit, because the bigger the asset, the more units, the more diversification of renters that you have to make sure that they pay their bills and can cover the debt. The reason that Grant is shifting this message right now is because those types of deals require 25% down to close. This is an opportunity from Fannie Mae between 2 units and 4 units to put 5% down. You have to live in the property for a year. And for the first
You got
time
a max
ever,
of $1.4 million.
max of 1.4 million, and they've eliminated a rule. I think it's FHA 75, and it's a rule that required previously that 75% of the mortgage payment had to be covered by the income. They've eliminated that rule now, and so like we've gone through and done some math on some of these deals, and like on $1 million deal with some of the math that we've done, it's literally something over the next 5 years that you could become a millionaire by just, for 5 years, just focusing on this strategy of buy a fourplex, live in one, at the end of the year, put a new renter in it, go do it again. And if you could just stack this up for 5 years, you literally could have $1 million or more of equity, assuming very conservative increases in rent and in appreciation of the property. So this is like, if you're just getting started, if you've been thinking about trying to get in, you don't need 500 grand or 250 grand to get started investing in these deals. Literally, a $200,000 fourplex or a $400,000 fourplex can be bought with 5%. That is the reason this is a monumental shift in how people are going to be investing in real estate.
And the reason that I'm spending time with you today is to show you you guys don't need to do it the way I'm doing it right now. You need to do it the way you can do it, okay? And you shouldn't let credit scores and money be your reason not to, okay? You need information. What you need is information, and then you need, number one, you need information, and two, the assets are already there. You don't need to build them. Two, you need confidence, okay? Without confidence, you're not going to do anything. So this is why I do trainings. I'm an educator. I'm a teacher. I like to share what I've learned. Real estate, I'll just show you a graph. I started buying real estate when I was 28 years old, okay? I don't know if this graph shows it well.
I know.
These straight lines are terrible, dude. Like, okay? I can't really even see this, but
1988.
this is only 3 years. 1988, I had no money. I bought 2 deals. I bought 1 deal with 3% down. That's when you could buy stuff with 3% down. Those rules are back, okay? The second deal I bought with no money down. I had two assets. I'm 28 years old. I don't have any money. I don't have any credit. I don't know anything. Dude, if I would have known something, god dang, I wouldn't have had to wait this long, okay? So I buy my first deal. It was $78,000. I bought it with $3,000. Yeah, $3,500 or something. Is that a good deal? Who thinks that's a good deal?
Yeah.
I made $200 a month, $2,400 of free cash flow. Free cash flow. Was that a good deal? It's a great deal, man. Are you kidding me? And it improved my net worth, okay? That property today is worth $475,000. And they're going to tear it down. When they buy it, they're going to take it down to the ground and they're going to build a $1.5 million house there, Okay, second deal. This is my first deal. Second deal, I bought a $125,000 house. No, 92,000. You can look it up on the internet. 5422 Brayburn Street in Bel Air, Texas. That's the other thing about real estate. You can't get ripped off in real estate because they've got an address and they got a record. Okay, 5422 Brayburn. I paid $92,500. No money. I put no money down because now I learned how to do the deal. Okay, and that deal rented for, I don't even know what the rent is on it today. It'd probably be $4,500. That property today is probably worth $2 million.
What's the address?
5422 Brayburn Street. That's the beautiful thing, again, about real estate. You're not guessing, okay? You're not guessing. This isn't like a bunch of stocks. And you can get insider information here. It's legal.
What was the rent back then?
That rent...
Yeah, they tore it down, rebuilt something, $1.5 million.
Yeah, $1.5 million,
Yeah.
okay? Now, what did I pay? What did I pay for it? What did I pay for it? This number or this number?
0.
I didn't pay anything for it. There's the house, 5422. Okay? I didn't pay anything for it. I got a loan on it is what I did. Okay? Now that takes courage to do that. So a lot of you guys are like, I can't find a deal, I can't find a deal. Real estate's overpriced. It's not true. This real estate is not overpriced. You are on the beginning of the greatest correction that we have ever seen in this country. Now you're like, but where's the correction? I don't get it. There's a shortage of inventory. Not true. There is a shortage of inventory in single family. There is not a shortage in multifamily. The average occupancy in big properties is around 91 or 92%. These are 400 unit properties, 91, 92. If it's Houston, it's probably 88. If it's Austin, it's probably 85. If it's Miami, it's probably 95, 94. Okay, it got bigger, it got higher occupancy in Miami. Chicago is probably going to be at 91, 92, right? But single family homes, they're occupied, right? Or they're vacant and the guy doesn't want to sell it. I think they said there's like 12 million homes in America that somebody owns, paid cash for, and nobody's there. Abandoned homes, okay? So there's not an inventory shortage. There's a commitment issue with you guys not looking at enough property. I'm just going to tell you outright, because I could find you a deal this weekend, and I could prove to you it would be a great deal. So this is what I did in 3 years. I went from no money, no credit, no net worth to buying my third deal. I got a little confidence. My third deal I bought with $350,000 down. It was worth $1.9 million when I bought it. The guy that built it paid $5 million to build it. I paid $350,000 to buy it. I made $5 million on that piece of property, okay? And it cash flowed every month that I owned it. Those were my first two deals. So I go from zero to a couple $100,000, and then bang, I find that third deal, and watch what happens to my net worth. I just explode. $7 million. I bought a 48 unit deal, 38 unit deal, 92 unit deal, a 200 unit deal. In the next, how many years is this? Because I can't see it. 3 years?
91, yeah.
Okay, so I go from 88 to 91. I got $7 million worth of real estate, all of it cash flow positive, by the way. And then I kept playing the game, okay? Dates, I can't see it again? Yeah. So by 1993, I take $7 million, turns into $38 million. What's getting ready to happen? Correction's coming, but I keep buying into the correction. I end up with 2,000 units. I got $95 million worth of property by 2002. Okay, I dump it all right before the correction, and then I keep buying. Okay, now watch this. You see that? I got out. I go 2,200 units. I got 300 million. That's a third of $1 billion worth of real estate. I own all that. 95% of that I own, and then I keep buying through all these corrections. Watch this. Okay, that's where we're at today. 3.2 billion. Oh no, you guys cut me off, man. You cut me off from the last 2 years. What the hell's wrong with you guys? You just cut $1 billion of freaking real estate from me. What's wrong with you guys? Okay. All right. Okay, now let's get you in the game. Let's get you in the game. If you're committed to getting in this game, right below, hey, dude, I'm committed. I'm committed. Okay, committed. I'm committed to the game. All right, and I'm gonna bring you through some notes. Go to a blank sheet of paper, or if you got a workbook or something to write in, or a day timer. 4 reasons you want to be in real estate right now, because there's a correction underway. This is a massive, massive correction. It could be 30, 40, or 50% of its value. And by the way, I believe in addition to a correction underway, I believe the value will be restored in under 24 months.
So why is the correction happening?
The correction is happening because the debt market, okay? There's $1.7 trillion of maturing debt in multifamily. None of this, by the way, is in the 3 and 4 unit. This is all 200, 300, 400 unit complexes. It's the stuff that I buy right now. None of this includes the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, the smaller stuff, not even the 8s and the 10s. This is massive. This is institutional real estate. It is all coming due before 2025.
Meaning they have to their interest rates and their loans.
They're paying 8% on the loan. They're paying 12%, let's say 10% to their partners, and they might have a mezzanine debt at 12 to 14%. They have 3 different loans on this 1.7 trillion. I don't care how big your institution is, the keys are going back. Okay? So when the keys go back, that debt gets traded to somebody else. Now, the value of these assets is probably somewhere in the $3 trillion, in the $3 trillion range. Let's say, maybe I'm exaggerating, 2.5. Okay, this number is what's going to come down. So if you could go buy all this for the $1.7 trillion, you'd be a trillionaire in the next 3 years. You would be a real trillionaire. If you could buy all that debt, if you could assume all that debt. This is all owned by big institutions. Now, of the 2, the 3, and the 4, and the reason I'm so excited about it, and you guys have heard me say over and over, leave them alone, is no, man, because the debt and the rent works now, okay? So number 1, there's a correction underway. 2, the Fannie Mae regulation. This is a game changer for everybody that ever wanted to get in this game. Get your attention off the single family home where you and your mom, you and your wife want to live, and you and your husband want to, oh, we love this place. Buy this place. Live there for some short period of time, and then go buy your house. And let this pay for your house. The third thing is what's called a DSCR, okay? When a property hits what's called a 155 DSCR, you are going to get a loan. At 1.45, you are going to get a loan. Okay? At 1.35, you are going to be considered for a loan. And at 1.25, you will be considered for a loan. Below that, they're going to be like, hey, man, this don't work. Okay? These 2, I'll loan you the damn money. You find a 4-unit deal, it's got a 155 DSCR. What's DSCR? DSCR is basically, I have my principal and interest, okay, equals, let's say $100,000 a year. Okay, and if your lender, if Fannie Mae wanted, or your bank wanted, or whoever's going to give you the loan, your lender wanted a 155 DSCR, you multiply that number times 100, and you know you need $155,000 of NOI to support that principal and interest. If it was only a 125, you only need $125,000 of NOI. You're like, what is NOI? Gross income less expenses equals the NOI. Okay? Now, guys, we're going to do it in December. No, when is it? 2 weeks
December.
from now?
Yeah, December 2nd.
December 2nd and December 3rd. I'm going to go to my classroom right down the aisle here. We're going to bring all our cameras in. We're going to do an interactive. You got any pictures of our interactive? Interactive is where I have all these television cameras. Like right now I have one camera in front of me. I have all these cameras around me, and you guys fill the cameras up, and I do interactive, which means I'm going to take this workbook.
Rather than spending 90 minutes, we have 2 days.
I have 2 days, and then we go through this workbook, okay? And I actually go through the workbook, and I'm like, okay, I go over some information, the basics and the rules, and then I say, okay, I'd spend 20 minutes on it, and then we go to the workbook, And then we
do exercises.
We hit a button. I literally hit a button, and we break up into little groups of people because networking is really, really important in real estate. You can't buy real estate without knowing people, right? It's a kind of a people game. And it's an easy way to, like, you talk about real estate. You get in an elevator and start talking, hey, what do you do? Oh, I invest in real estate. Really? People are interested. Man, they want to know about what kind of real estate you invest in. How do you buy real estate? Like, everybody wants to talk to you. Okay, you know any good deals? So what we do is we put a network of people together December 2nd and 3rd.
Yep.
2 days. You don't have to travel, no airfare, no hotels. From about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock?
No, we do 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yeah, we're going to figure out what our times are, but we'll go like 5 or 6 hours a day. And I literally walk you through the different types of real estate, where to find the real estate, how to buy the real estate, how to fund the real estate, how to underwrite the real estate, how to know whether you're going to get a loan, how to calculate your DSCR, how to understand it. And you actually start doing deals. You underwrite deals.
And so Grant also, he just showed you this workbook. Like when you guys sign up for this today, you can just click the link that is either popping up on your screen or go to grantcardone.com/now. But we're actually going to mail you out this because we want you to actually have the workbook as you're going through the material in the workshop. So we send you out a box. You get a hat, you get a workbook, you get the actual book. You're going to get the dictionary. We're going to give you that instant access as soon as you guys take advantage of the offer today. We're going to give you that. We're going to send you out a book, Grant's book in the mail, as well as a hat. If you can see, Johnny, if you can see the whole setup over here, you're going to get a box that goes out to you. We call it a swag box. Grant doesn't like when we call it the swag box, but it's a bunch of stuff for you, a bunch of goodies from us. You're also going to get a 2-day masterclass. This is a video training program. This room had 110 people in it. Every single one of them paid $10,000 to be there. It was 2 days. So there's a 16-hour training program that's included.
I was paid $1 million to do that program.
And then when you sign up today, we're also going to give you, instantly you'll get access to this, a real estate strategy call. So you're going to get on the phone with one of our team members. We're going to go through, we're going to figure out exactly what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, and we'll recommend to you the best path forward based on what you're trying to do. So all of this stuff is included in the offer. When you take advantage of it today, you can click the link below or go to grantcardone.com/now. And one more thing that we're going to do, if the deal wasn't stupid enough already, this is a $12,000 offer you're getting for $300, is we're actually going to give you a 100% credit for the $297 that you spend today in our store. So essentially what you do is you get the program for free today. And we're going to give you $300 of credit in our store. You can use it to buy whatever you want, other programs, swag, whatever you want. So today, that's how ridiculous this offer is. It's literally $12,000 worth of programs and training, 2-day live event, strategy call, Q&A calls, the book, the workbook that gets shipped out to you. We're giving you everything we got, and we're going to give you a full credit at our store.
And never before released the instant underwriting calculator that allows me to underwrite deals in like seconds. And it'll never be wrong. It'll tell you exactly what price to pay to get the return that you want.
The one thing though on these strategy calls is we do have to be a little strict on the 100 who sign up, because I only have so many coaches and their calendars are going to get slammed up. So make sure that you take advantage of that now.
Yeah. And we're going to kill this in 56 minutes. So if you guys need some urgency, you need a little pressure on you, 56 minutes, deal's over. We'll never see it again. We won't advertise it, won't present it to you. It won't happen, okay? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, this is what we do for 2 days. Yeah, show them, Johnny. Show them that room. By the way, everybody in that room, any of you that want to come, if you want to come and be in the room, those tickets are $15,000 a piece. And it will be filled.
Yeah.
There'll probably be 30 people in there at $15,000 a person. This is a stupid deal, and it's unbelievable information. There's my daughter right there underwriting a deal. She stood in front of the room. She was in the room. She learned it. She learned the information. Bring your kids. Have your kids learn this, okay? Have your kids sit in this information. Have your kids sit in the interactive. This is what your children need to learn, not history. Okay, this is probably not even real. They don't need to learn, yeah, I need to learn some math, but dude, once I learn the math, let me learn what do I do with the math? This is a way for you and your family to spend time together to figure out, how do I not save cash? How do I collect assets that give me cash, okay? And literally, all you guys are trading for this whole offer is this, $247. Of garbage fiat money. It's not going to be worth anything in the future. You're trading that. When you trade that, put it in my store, I'm going to immediately give you, that's tax deduction, by the way, for education. What's the code on the tax code on that? When you guys buy this, tell your accountant, hey, dude, I made a $250 investment in real estate. Also, these 16 hours that you do should be credited to your 750 hours of professional real estate, right, Jared? This would be,
Yep.
If you do 750 hours of real estate a year, you're considered by the IRS as a professional real estate investor. These 16 hours that you're going to spend with me and the 16 hours you're going to do in the master class would be 32 hours of your 750 hours, okay? Look, I spend 50 hours a month looking at real estate, online, in markets, okay? So those things qualify you for a deduction, an IRS deduction, and then I'm going to give you $247 back at my store.
$297, yeah.
$297, and that's not income to you, okay? Because it's under the IRS code. The book I wrote, How to Create Wealth Investing in Real Estate, you're going to love it. This program right here, this program is ridiculous, okay? It is 16 hours. I'm in front of 110 people. I was paid $1 million to do this room. Everybody in the room was an investor. You will literally sit there. You could watch this. It's all video material. Mm-hmm. You could literally sit there and watch this 50 times, and every time you watch it, you'll be like, dang, I didn't see that the first time. It is ridiculous. And we got a money back guarantee on everything. So if you're not happy with anything, just call Jared. Say, Jared, I want my money back. Boom, no questions asked. We'll send you your $297 back, and you keep the damn credit if you want to. Is that right?
No.
No. If you take the credit, I'm not going to give you money back. That's stupid.
Yeah,
Okay?
if you use the credit, yeah.
Yeah. If you use the
If
credit.
you don't use the credit
Yeah.
and you want your money back, we're happy
whatever.
with
We'll
it,
work
yeah.
it out. Okay. All right. Now, why am I doing this? Okay, because nobody else is doing it, and you guys need to know how to do this. I don't want part of your deal. I don't want a piece of your deal. I want to show you how to buy these deals and give you the confidence to go out and buy your deals. All right. Okay. Fourth reason you want to do this now is because there's a glut of inventory in the marketplace. I'll show it to you right now. I'm going to go to a site. Show my computer, Johnny. Okay. These are the 2 to 4 units available in the United States right now. They're being added every minute. They're being added faster than they're being taken away. Alan, look up how many babies are born every year in the world. I think it's 140 million, maybe 180 million.
140 million.
140 million. Man, I'm like a damn encyclopedia, huh? Okay. How many deaths a year worldwide? I'll bet it's a quarter of that.
67 million.
Bang. I'm all over the numbers. I mean, almost perfect. You should know your stuff, by the way, guys. And once you know your stuff, you should be proud that you know your stuff, man. Like that. I'm not bragging there. Like, you need to know your stuff and know you're right. Real estate is about being right more often than you're wrong. Right location, right time, right price, right returns, right renters, right income, right expenses. Be right. If you're right enough, okay, then you're going to make money. Right? And the other beautiful thing about real estate is I have a record. The other R is I have a record on the real estate. Like, I can literally go check out and see what this stuff sold for. Right? So if I have 140 million babies being born every year, most of them are going to come to America. I mean, we let them come. We allow more people to come in this country than every other country on the planet. No matter what they tell you about how terrible America is, people want to come here, man. 70 million deaths. Okay? We're outgrowing deaths by 3x. That means 100 and, what is this number? 140 less than 70? Is that what it is? 2x. Is that the right numbers?
70 million. It's double.
And it's 180 million every year. So I got 70 million in the next 10 years. In the next 10 years, there'll be 700 million more people on this planet. Okay? I'm going to ask you guys a question right now. 700 million new people on this planet. How old are they 10 years from now? 10? 20 years from now. We have 1.4 billion new people on planet Earth. Okay? They're 20 years old. They're not 10, they're 20. 30 years from now, we have 2.1 billion new people on this planet. They're 30 years old. Do you think they're renters or do you think they're owners? They're owners. They're getting their first job, man. They're not owners, they're renters. They're renters. Oh, what do you think the rent is now? What do you think this is worth in 30 years? It's worth this.
Yeah. Less.
It's worth this. This pile right here is worth 3 of those. Okay? This is $2,500 right here. This is worth nothing. Okay? So in my lifetime, $10,000, this $10,000 is worth $1,000 today. That's what in my lifetime, this is worth, this stack of 100, these 100 hundreds, is worth 10 hundreds. In 30 years, you will see inflation hit buildings and make them go north. Rents will explode over the next 30 years. And you got a population of people saying, hey man, I just need a place to live. This will not be the 1950s where I got to own my house. I got to own my house. These people will be like, I just want a safe place to live. Is the water clean? They're not going to even have swimming pools, man. This isn't going to be about swimming. This is going to be Mad Max shit. Okay? Hey, is there water? Is there air? Is there oxygen? Okay? You might be living right on top of people. So this is happening. That's why this is the right time, okay? Now, move to the next page or a blank page. New Fannie Mae regulations, write this down. 2, 3, 4 unit qualify for 5% down. You must own or occupy within 60 days of the close and for 12 months. Okay, now make a note here. Some people online are going to tell you you get to live there for free. I wouldn't do it like that. Me and Jared were having this conversation. I would pay my rent. Okay, now why do you want to pay your rent on the property when you live there? Because if I have 4 units, okay, and let's say the rent's $2,000. First of all, you should be You should be like, no, I'm gonna pay $2,200. Why? Because unit 2, 3, and 4 are more likely to pay $2,200 since you do. Don't pay less and don't do it for free. This is a small-minded, short-minded person. You are going to leave this in 12 months. Do you want the person that replaces this unit to pay $2,000 or nothing? No, you want them to pay as much as possible. Over this period of time, your goal would be to have these rents at $2,500 before you leave, these at $2,500, $2,500, $2,500, so that the next time when you leave in 12 months, you got $10,000 a month coming in from these 4 people. Okay? So guys, like I'm showing you how to make bank. More importantly, I'm showing you how to own assets. Now I can only do so much with how long we've been on right now.
An hour and 15 minutes.
I got 17 minutes to give you the rest of this information, okay? I just can only do so much so fast, right? But I'm showing you, this is $10,000 a month now. That's $120,000 a year in income, okay? And let's say this loan, let's say, I'm gonna say that we paid, I'm just making it up right now, the rents were $2,000. I'm gonna say that we paid $800,000 for this property. Paid $800,000 for the property. I put $40,000 down. I financed $760,000, okay? 760 times 0.5. I pay $57,000 a month. There's $120,000. I pay $24,000 a year in expenses and $57,000 a year in P&I. Okay, that's expenses. And what does that give me? 120 less 24, 81, 80, yeah, 81. So what is this, $39,000? How close am I, Ryan?
Spot
Huh?
on. Spot on.
39,000, man.
Dang, you got your calculator, bro.
How much I didn't use that on the calculator. How much did I put down?
40,
How much did I earn in year 1?
40, 39,
Got my money back. How much do I have in the property now?
$1,000.
Nothing. Oh, by the way, this $800,000 property, I wrote off $300,000 of it when I bought it as a tax write-off. Okay? Right?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Thereabouts.
Even if you wrote up 150 grand, it's still a win.
I'm writing off something. The appliances,
Carpets.
carpets, doors, Anything that moves, hinges on it, roofs, okay, paint, it's all depreciating. I get a tax write-off, right? All the work I did on it, tax write-off, okay? Now, I'm starting to qualify myself as a real estate investor because I'm actually managing real estate. Is that part of the real estate code? Managing real estate?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I need 750 hours to count myself as a professional real estate investor. The tax benefit of that one thing, folks, over my lifetime, has been worth hundreds of millions of dollars in tax advantages because I invest 750 hours. Now, you could invest 750 hours a year being an NBA ball player or a boxer. You ain't never going to get a tax write-off. You're going to get
15 hours a week. Is basically what the math works out to.
Yeah, 15 hours a week you spend on this, which you would be because you live in the property, you collect the rents, you're taking care of the property, et cetera. Okay, Fannie Mae regulations, number 3, max loan is $1.3,096,800. So you need to be right under $1.4 million. Let's say I found a piece of property that was $1.5 million, 1.6. Love the property, love the property. I teach you all this, by the way, in the master class. Love your property, Alan. Oh my God, I love it. I love the price. I love the location. I love the color. I love the tutor. I love it. 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 Let's get it under contract. How much you want? 1.6. Let's do it. Let's do it today. Let's do it as fast as possible. Okay? Then I'm going to put it under contract, and the appraisal is going to come in at $1.2 million. Fannie Mae is going to limit to me to $1.396 million, and I'm going to go back to Alan. Alan, problem. Okay? Alan, the people at Fannie Mae, the big bad people at Fannie Mae will only lend me $1.396 million on the property, and you want $1.6 million, which, by the way, I think is very fair, Mr. Allen. Okay? And the appraisal came in at $1.2 million, Mr. Allen. Okay, and you want $1.6 million. If it was up to me, I would just pay the $1.6 million, but the appraiser won't let me and Fannie Mae won't let me. What are we going to do? Okay, I got to have $1.6 million for my property. All right.
I'm with you. I agree.
I'm with you. I agree. You're right. Let's do it. How can we figure it out? Okay, why don't you do this? Why don't you give me a loan for $104,000 and I'll pay you back in 10 years at no interest. That way you get your money. Because I know my rents are going to cover me anyway. What do I care? I want control. You want to write this down. Control assets. If you want to create wealth, control assets. If you want to create wealth, control assets. Do not earn money. Now, to control an asset, if you're taking notes, to control an asset, to be in true control of an asset, you have to have cash flow. Because without the cash flow, you can't control the asset. You're going to lose it. Donald Trump made this mistake. He put too much debt on his properties, and they didn't cash flow significantly enough, and he couldn't wait time out, so he lost the properties. That's what's happening right now to create this massive correction, okay? I'm just giving you the Fannie Mae guidelines here, okay? Also, number 4, FHA Rule 75, 75% of your rental income must exceed the mortgage has been eliminated. Okay, which means now that you can use your income to qualify you for that loan. Okay, so you don't have to be at the 1.25 to be qualified, but they are going to underwrite you for the income. Okay, now there's 6 ways for you to make money in this deal. I know I'm giving you guys a lot of information, and forgive me, but basically, let me just simplify it. Okay. Okay, I'm a simplify.
Can I just say one thing real quick here?
Yeah.
As long as I've been working with Grant and around him, I'll tell you, I've seen him do the same math, deliver the same material. It never changes. But the only way you'll actually take action to buy a deal is if you have the confidence, and the only way you can get the confidence is to get educated. That's why, like, coming through and watching a program like the Masterclass over and over and over again, every time you watch it, your confidence builds up. Every time you underwrite the deal, every time you read the book.
It's why we created the multifamily
Every
dictionary.
time you look up the definitions, when you come to the event, the 2-day live event, December 2nd, and you go through the workbook and you fill the workbook out, you get to keep the workbook for life. These are things that you can invest in once and you get to keep forever. And then you can keep going back over and over and over again so you can keep getting more confidence.
When we let you into our class.
Hit the link to take advantage of this offer, guys.
There's a link right there. grantcardone.com/now. When you come to our classes, what, Friday? Every Friday.
For the next, yeah.
Every Friday, we're going to give you a class, and then 2 weeks from now, we're going to do the actual interactive. And you show me a deal, I'm going to be on those calls. I'm going to be like, dude, this deal don't work. Now, it does work at this price. I can't tell you how many. Last year, we did $600 million worth of deals with people that are invested in our club, where we support them. But we probably saved people from billions of dollars a deal. There was a guy I told not to do a deal, by the way, remember? Told him, do not do this deal. This is not a good deal. He did it anyway, and he lost the entire deal. Went to foreclosure. So, okay, we're going to take this $5,000. Okay, this $5,000. And this is what, would you risk $5,000 of your money or your mom's money or your grandma's money to buy a $100,000 asset? Well, before you say that, you need to know, okay, that you're going to get a $95,000 loan. This is going to be a loan, and that loan is going to cost you money. The first number you're going to cover right here is the debt on that loan. That loan is going to be about $7,200, okay? We know we're buying this with $5,000. $5,000 to buy that deal, okay? All right? Now, this is the debt on that deal, okay? My income on this deal, let's say my income on 4 units, it's $750 a month. How much is that, Jared? Help me out with this. Is that $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year? $36,000 a year in income. Expenses on this deal, I'm doing some backwards math. Let's say it's $9,000. I think I can manage this for 25% easily. Okay, my NOI, very important number, is $25,000. Okay, and I'm going to take this. My cash flow is what? $17,800. How close am I? Free cash flow. Am I close? Should be.
19.8. Yep. 36,000 minus 9,000 is 20.
No, 36,000 less 9 is 25. 25 less 17 is what? 7,200.
20. So 36 minus 9 is 27,000, and then
36 minus 9. Oh, you're right.
27.
You're right.
We
How much
is
this?
Make a great team.
And then
I minus 7,200. It's 19.8.
Yeah, 19,800. Okay, now watch. Watch what happened. Is that a good deal? You guys, is that a good deal? I paid $5,000 for the real estate. That is a 400% return on my $5,000. You guys want to know how to get rich? This is how you get rich. You turn $5,000 into 20 grand. But most importantly, that's year one. If I do this 10 years, for 10 years, I have $200,000 of free cash flow on a $5,000 investment. That's why you guys are underestimating. You're like, well,
Time.
that's not a lot of money.
Yeah, the time.
No, you don't. Time is how you multiply money. This is without any rent increases. In 10 years, I know for sure I'm going to get another $500.
Well, the other thing too, Grant, is how often does the value of real estate double?
Every 10 years. In Florida, every 10 years for the last 4 decades, real estate has doubled.
So every 10 years in Florida, every 10 years for the last 40 years, the value and pricing of real estate has doubled.
Yeah, now there's some markets where that doesn't happen, okay? These are called dead markets, okay? They're dead zones, dead markets, negative migration. So you got to know what those are, by the way. We're going to help you with all that, okay? I'll help you with everything. What's a good market? What's a bad market? What's the best markets? What markets should you be moving to? What are the next best markets? I'll give you 4 right now that I think are going to be super cities. Miami will be a super city. It could end up dwarfing a Chicago or a Miami because tech is moving in here now and so is finance. Okay?
Ken Griffin just said that this could end up being the new financial hub.
2. I'll give you another city. It's on nobody's radar right now. Big H. Houston, Texas. 6 million people live in that town. 3 million of them are already renters. Okay. 3rd city I'll give you. Number 3, Nashville, Tennessee. Okay. All right. And number 4, Dallas, Texas. Houston, Dallas, Nashville, Miami, super cities. Massive amounts of growth. Okay. Now you're like, why isn't Austin on there? Why isn't Denver on there? Okay. Why isn't Atlanta on there? Maybe they should be. Raleigh. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia will never be a super city, but it just doesn't have the infrastructure.
Scottsdale.
Okay, Scottsdale, Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix could be a super city because look, just it
Everybody's
depends on what
moving out of
happens with
California.
Taiwan. Okay, now watch. Remember that $5,000? Did I get rid of the screen? I think I did. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, I got $200,000 in 10 years. In 10 years, I have been paid. Who's doing this to me?
Is your hand on top of the board?
Sure is. Sensitive. Remember, my down payment, all I paid for this property, what did I pay for it? I forgot how much it
100
was.
grand.
Was it 100?
That's the example you just
That's
did.
what I paid for it, 100 grand. But I only put $5,000 down. I have collected $200,000 in free cash flow. If you got any questions, Jared, in there, let me know. And this is over 10 years. Now, the thing that I did not share with you or didn't include in my little hypothesis is that rents went up. It is impossible that rents would not go up over 10 years if it's a good market. Now, if it's a terrible market, if it was northeast Lake Charles, Louisiana, the last 10 years, the rents did not go up in northeast Lake Charles, Louisiana, where I grew up, because everybody moved southwest. Okay, you got to know where all that money is moving to, because if it moves out of your market, and this is what we want to keep you from doing, this is what we'll keep you from doing in this 2-day class, is make sure you don't move into a market where you actually have net negative migration and actually flat or reducing rents, because rents can go down. This 10 years. But if I picked a good market, and these rents, how much were the rents when I bought this? Did I say?
$750.
I think it was at that.
Oh yeah, you said 750. Is there any chance? Is there any chance?
See, it's going
Oh wow,
on
there's
now.
something
It's got
crazy
a mind of its
happening
own.
now. It's something. It's the Matrix, man. They don't want the people knowing about this.
Government. Is there any chance these rents go from $750 a month to $1,250 a month, $1,750 a month? If I was in a great market, is there any chance these rents in 10 years are $2,250 a month? Let me just show you how much money starts exploding if this happens. Okay, we started at $750 a month. If they go up, this is only 4 units. 4 units times 500 times 12 divided by 0.06. There's another 400 grand
In value.
in value. Okay, I'm going to give you totals. Okay, if the rents go up,
1,000.
1250 times 12 times 4 times 12 divided by 0.06. There's $1 million. One deal. I told you guys, I show you one deal make you $1 million. You just need time. Okay? This could happen. How many think just throw it in the chat. Is this real? Like, am I being like, this is possible that the rents, good location, good jobs, the rents on this 4-unit deal could be $2,250 in 10 years.
And just so y'all
Hang
know,
on,
this,
hang
is,
on,
a,
don't-
this is a calculation that he's doing that we'll teach you in the workshop. It's called the increased value formula, where you literally can go in pre a deal and you can determine exactly what you need to do to the property in order to get the profit that you're looking for. So there's a few major calculations and formulas that are used on a regular basis. This is one of them, and you'll learn it inside the virtual event.
Yeah.
Just hit the link, grab your spot.
Yeah. Grab it. We're going to take it down here in 21 minutes. Okay. So what? Now my profit is $1.2 million. What did I put down?
$5 grand.
$5,000. Not counting my cash flow, by the way. Okay. Not counting the cash flow. I've been paid
200.
to make $1 million. Okay. Let's say I get all the way to the 2250. I made $1.2 million. Divide that by $5,000. I made 2,400% return on my money.
Wow.
Plus, I was paid income, passive income, to get a 2,400% return. You can't get that in silver, gold. You can't get it in the stock market. You can't even get it from your own damn business. folks. Okay, and I'm probably paying the lowest tax base. Now, what if I did 10 of these? Could I do 10 of these over that 10-year period? Now, what am I worth? I'm worth $10 million. So, folks, your decision today, okay? Thank you for coming. Give yourselves a big hand for coming. You guys are awesome for coming. You came, you're interested, you want to do real estate, but now what you need to do a real estate deal, you need deals. Like, where do you get started, okay? You need deals. Where's the deals? Where do I find a deal? Okay, 1, 2. Okay, how do I underwrite a deal? For you guys that already took advantage of the offer, the link's in there. We actually going to give you an instant underwriting calculator that I use. We took it out of my brain and put it on a little app, and you're going to actually get this today. And I mean, you just play with this. Look at a deal. Put in the cap rate, the units, the income, the expenses, the other income. Boom, the NOI will pop up, and bang. If you want a 6%, 6.5%, a 7%, an 8%, an 11% return, it'll tell you exactly what to offer on the deal. Okay? You need a deal. You got to have a deal. No deals, no what?
No deals?
No money.
Yeah.
Okay? I want you to make a note here. If you guys are writing notes, the biggest mistake I've made in real estate is not getting the deal. Wrong deals have not been the problem, and it will not be the mistake you make. The biggest mistake you're going to make is not doing a deal. All right, now let me just ask some of the audience right now. What's the number in there right now?
50. Well, I mean, right here is 5,300.
Okay, so of the thousands of people that are in here right now, have you ever driven past a piece of real estate and thought to yourself, I should buy that piece of real estate, and then didn't? And then looked up later and said, damn it, I should have bought that piece of real estate. Just put yes, that happened to me before.
Which deal are you thinking of, Grant?
Oh, there's about 800 $1 million worth of deals. Probably $1 billion worth of deals I should have bought that I didn't.
Remember that
I
700?
was scared, man. I was scared.
Remember that 700 units?
Yeah. I was scared. Why was I scared? Because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have support. I was by myself. I was around other small-minded people. My mom was telling me, don't do it. My brother's telling me it's a bad time. The newspaper's telling me, oh my God, housing's going to be dead forever. Oh my God, we're going into a recession. Folks, recessions help rental properties. They don't hurt them. They help them, okay? So you got to have a deal. You got to underwrite the deal. 3, you got to have confidence.
Yep.
If you don't have the confidence, you're not going to buy the deal. This is the money right here. Now, once you know, you don't need money. You don't even need credit, man. Fannie Mae's handled that for you. By the way, if you go find a 400-unit deal, I'm going to offer this to everybody, the thousands of people that are in here. I dare 50 of you to take me up on it. Find a deal too big for you that fits my criteria. And I'm going to be on these 2 calls with you guys. Mm-hmm. What, next Friday and the following Friday?
Yeah, so a lot of people are asking a lot of questions. Let me just
run. But let me just finish this before you do that. Okay? The next 2 Fridays and the 2 days, I will be on those calls. Bring me a deal. Bring yourself a deal that's too big for you to do, that I love, in a market that I love, okay? I'll do the deal, and I'll keep you invested in the deal. You don't have to put any money. I'll give you a finder's piece on the deal. We could do a $200 million deal together. I want to help you guys, though, the rest of you, I want to help you guys do the smaller deals. You need a deal. You need to know how to underwrite it. Okay, you need to know a lender to bring it to. I already gave you the lender. The lender right now is a no-brainer, okay? You need to know, number 5, how to present it to the buyer and to the lender. That is taught to you in this program right here, okay? Right here, the masterclass. The masterclass is going to teach you exactly how to make your offer, okay? How to present it, how to negotiate it to both the seller, this is a seller as a buyer, how to present it to this guy so you get it under contract. Also, the third thing you need here is how to write a contract called a PSA. The PSA is actually in this masterclass. We'll actually go over what a purchase and sale agreement That purchase sale agreement could cost you as much as $50,000 that you do not need to pay, because I'm going to show you exactly what that would look like as well as an LOI. Go ahead, you had some questions.
So a lot of people are asking questions about the offer and what they get and if they've got links and all these things. So I just want to run through this really quick. So as part of the program, this is what you get. You get a 2-day event. We've spent 90 minutes here. Grant's saying you need more confidence. If you think that spending more time with him and learning more would give you more confidence, you should definitely do this deal, because for 2 days, we're going to go over all of this stuff in detail. He's not going to be running 100 miles an hour like he is right now, because we have some time to go over these things. So you're going to get access to the 2 full days of the event, telling you how to find the deal, the right types of real estate to invest in, how to get financing, how to raise money from investors, how to find off-market deals, which is the big piece that Grant was saying. And he's going to show you that math on how you can find $1 million profit in your first real estate deal. Is some bonuses that you're going to get if you're eager and you want to start now. The first thing that you're going to get is immediate access to the Real Estate Masterclass. This was a 2-day event that Grant did live. It's 16 hours of training. It's 2 full days, so you get that now, today. It'll get sent to your email. So if you're all jacked up and excited about this and you want to figure out how to get your head wrapped around this so that you can start getting active, you'll get access to that right now. You're also going to get 2 calls, one next Friday and then one the following Friday leading up to the virtual interactive event. That was another question. The event is virtual, so you get to view it from wherever you're at. That's the beautiful thing about it. These Q&A calls, it's basically you get to ask any question. Grant's going to be there, both calls. Whatever questions that you have that you want asked about ask about a real estate deal, you'll get access to. You're also going to get a copy now immediately if you're writing down words that you don't understand. This is the multifamily dictionary. There are hundreds and hundreds of definitions for leverage, lien waiver, like-kind property, horizontal development, hard money loan, head lease, heating degree day, goodwill, good faith deposit. All you have to do is just click the link below, grantcardone.com/now. You can get these all now.
Yeah, and when you purchase it, you get an email, instant email. Man, look at all the questions.
So you're going to get the 2-day program, the dictionary. You're going to get his instant underwriting calculator that will literally tell you exactly what you should be offering on a deal. You're going to get this swag box. You're going to get a big box like this that ships out to you. I know you don't
cash
like when
flow
I
hat,
said
cash flow hat.
You're going to get a hat. There's a water bottle in there. You get a copy of Grant's real estate book.
I'm going to sign it right now.
And in that box, you get the workbook for the virtual program. So this goes out. This gets shipped out to you. A lot of people are asking, how do you ship it to me if you didn't get my address? Once you invest in it, in the program, we're going to send you a link where you're going to redeem. You're going to plug in all your information to redeem this box. Really important, if you want the workbook, you have to redeem the box because that's how we ship it to you. And then finally, as a bonus, you're going to get a one-on-one strategy call with our team. Again, I have only a limited amount of those that I can do just because we don't have probably enough to support everybody that would want it. And then also the underwriting calculator. So all of this stuff you guys get. Oh, the biggest thing. It's $297. It's over almost $12,000 of programs that you get for $297. And when you invest today in the next 21 minutes, you're going to get a 100% credit of that $297 in our store to use for whatever else you want to buy. We've got business programs. We've got other swag. We've got other real estate programs and stuff. We've got amazing store. Great stuff for you.
It'd make a great Christmas gift, by the way.
So you can take advantage of that now. GrantCardone.com/now. GrantCardone.com/now. Or you can just click the little pop-up if you're watching on the video right now. And click that button, check out, and we will get you started today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not in 2 weeks when we do the 2-day event, but you literally get access to all this stuff right now. You get to start today.
Yeah, and then for you guys out there, they're like, oh, there's no inventory in my market. Can you show my screen? Okay, I'm looking at 155 million multifamily pieces of real estate available in America. If 15% of 155 million is for sale, that's 8 million units. 8 million units.
Okay.
or at any given time are for sale. So if you guys are in single family home, residential real estate, and you're like, there's a housing shortage, there's nothing for sale. There's 8 million units for sale right now in this country. Okay, half of those are between 2 and 4 units.
One quick thing. Our support team is going to do an onboarding call next week that we'll email you about, because you're going to get access to a lot of programs. So we're going to do an onboarding call with everybody just to make sure they get access to everything.
I think we should do a call today. I think we should just, boom, slide into start now, do a Q&A today. In 19 minutes, start a Q&A. If you guys had already took care of that offer, if you guys want to start today, put it in the chat. Let's start now.
Oh, and then if that all
If I get
wasn't
enough people that want to do that, we'll do the Q&A today, Jared.
Okay.
I think you've offered enough. Hey guys,
Well, no, I'm just gonna say that if for whatever reason you come to the 2-day event and it ain't your thing, we'll give you a refund.
Yeah.
100% money back.
It's stupid if you don't. This is what I call stupid if you don't do it. Okay? If I find you one deal, you pay $297 to get the information to find one deal. Then I gave you a credit at the store for $297, so you virtually paid nothing, except you wrote off the $297 and got a $140 IRS refund at the end of the year because you wrote it off. Like, this is a no-brainer. If you don't do this, you don't want to buy real estate. Fannie Mae's there to support you, okay? The inventory is available. The correction is in place. You're going to pay somewhere between 60 and 70% of what you'd have paid a year and a half ago. Everything is aligned right now. Now you got to decide whether you're in the right place at the right time. Can you read? Okay. If you can read, I can't read it for you. But if you can't read, I'll give you the video program. Can you listen? All you got to do is listen. You don't need to read. I don't like to read. Okay, good. It's all video. You download it. You have access to it for a lifetime. You own this for life. I'm a slow learner. Bro, just repeat the information 50 times. You'll get it sooner or later. Real estate people, investors, are some of the dumbest people I've ever met in my life, okay? You don't have to be smart in real estate. The real estate is smart. You don't have to be. You just need to know when you see a good deal, right? The dictionary. Now, a lot of people don't like to read because they simply don't know the meanings of word. I'm going to go to NOI. Under the N's, that's where it is. NOI, net operating income. The total income generated by an income producing property, such as rental income and other revenue, minus the expenses, operating expenses, but before deducting service or income taxes, meaning it goes like this, right? And then we're going to support you. In addition to, I can't read and I can't write video and I'm a slow learner, dude, we're there to hold your hand. Okay? In addition to that, show me the deal and I'll tell you whether it's good or not. In addition to that, I'm going to give you our instant underwriter calculator so you know exactly what price to pay.
And actually use it.
Yeah.
Actually use the definitions that you're looking up in the book. Because the practicality, like the row is great, but when you start using it, like that's the thing that changed when I started hanging out with you, Grant. Is like you
Can
started.
people hear you talking?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
They don't come sit over here. Then they don't know who you are. They're like, who's the mystery voice?
You started to show me what the numbers actually meant.
Yeah.
Because my first fourplex, like I didn't even know where to look.
Yeah.
The neighborhoods, I didn't even know they existed. And then when I realized the neighborhoods, there were 2plexes and 3plexes and 4plexes, I started walking all the neighborhoods in Mesa, Arizona.
Yeah. He was doing, you just tell me your background.
I was a pilot for United before I worked for Grant. And I started my first investment was a single family home, but my second one was a 4plex. So I was working and then I was buying this real estate and I ended up with 21 units. And they were all B-class properties. You know, they were all
B means they're not A, they're not A plus. Means a lower neighborhood. Back to me, lower neighborhood. Just explain to them B. So
yeah. So you have A class, B class, C class. A class is really, really great. It's a great neighborhood. B class is okay. Location's okay, but it's like, you know, the rents were $750, $800, $900. All the deals that he's talking about today. This is where I started. This is where most of us start. I had to put 25% down though at the time.
Yeah.
Now it's 5%.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, so you're like, okay, are there any deals out there? Is that Instagram? I ain't worried about it. You guys on Instagram, you ought to be here watching this online. You know? Okay, are there any deals? I asked my team today, I said, pull me up 6 or 8 deals that are available right now. Here's the deal right now in New York. It's 4 units, Whitehall, New York, $119,000 a year. I'm sorry, $119,000 for the 4 units. Check this out. $29,000 a unit. Now it does need some rehab. Let's say you spend 20 grand fixing the units up. New kitchen, new floors, new carpet, new paint. $49,000 is what you have invested. I'm not in Whitehall, so I can't buy it. Okay, I'm not there, can't manage it, can't fix it, don't know anybody on the ground. Okay, the rents on this are going to be $1,000 a month. It's going to produce $12,000. I'm sorry, it's going to produce $48,000 of income a year. You paid 119 grand for it plus 80,000. You got 200 grand in it. It's new though. Okay. Your cash on this deal is $16,800 a year. Now, however you want to figure that out, you paid 100 grand for it, that's a 16% return on your money. If you paid cash for it, some of you watching right now, you got hundreds of thousands of dollars. Buy it. Yeah. Pay cash for it. You don't want to do the Fannie Mae thing, you're crazy not to, but you don't want to, don't do it. You don't want to use debt, buy the real estate. The rents are going to go up if it's in a good location. I don't know this market. I can't tell you if it's a good location, but I can tell you there's one. Here's another one, 4325 Fair Oaks Road. The property is $250,000. It's 4 units. The rents are $600 a month. I'm paying $62,000 per unit. Okay, there's a thing called the 1% rule. 1% rule. Buy it. The rents are $625. I'm paying $62,500. That's the 1% rule. Buy it. And then when you're done buying that one, buy the rest of the neighborhood. Buy it all. Back up the truck. Tell your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt, we're going to get rich, bitches. Let's go. Okay? Okay, we're going to get rich. Let's go. Back up the truck and buy the entire neighborhood. This could be Tucson, Tulsa. This could be outside of Grand Rapids, Michigan. It could be somewhere in Colorado. It could be in Pueblo where I shot Undercover Billionaire. I found a deal in Pueblo, Colorado, 104 units. It was a steal. I said, I'm going to make $4 million on this deal, and I could have done it with no money. Here's another no money down strategy, by the way. Let's say you find a deal, 40 units, because you don't have to use Fannie Mae. You could actually use owner finance. It's an owner finance deal, and this guy's owned this deal since 1983. In 1983, watch this, folks. Okay, this guy paid $40,000 for this property. Not non-believable either. And he's like, I want, how much does he want for this deal, Ryan? What do you think? $4 million?
Yeah, 100 grand per unit.
I want $4 million for my property. That's his number. He's 86 years old now. I got to have $4 million, but it's not really worth $4 million because the rents on this deal are only like $500 a month. Okay, it's 40 units, and it's $500 a month. And you're like, shit, dude. The rents. You're like, these rents should be $1,000 for sure. Okay, watch what I'm going to do on this deal. I'll be like, okay, man, this is what I'll do. I'll give you $50,000 cash. I'm going to finance $3.9 million, $50,000. I'm going to finance it with you. He's like, why would I do that? Because you don't have to pay taxes. You pay taxes on the 50 grand. You paid 40,000. You don't have any income taxes. Because you don't have any income taxes, you will only have to pay income taxes as I pay you. If I miss a payment, keep my 50 grand. I want to control your property. You're going to be the lender, basically. I'm going to have an option to purchase in the future. You get my 50 grand and you don't have any more tenants, no more toilets, no more termites, no more bullshit, no more taking phone calls or collecting rents. I get to run the property. I'm a good dude. I own a bunch of real estate. I've been doing this for years. I don't want to use the debt market right now. And I'm going to pay you in 3 years before the next election. I'm going to pay you off in complete $4 million. Okay, I get his attention. Now, let me just show you. He's like, what interest rate are you going to pay me? What can you get from the bank right now? About 4%. Good, I'll pay you 4%. Okay, that money would be 8% right now at a bank. So I'm going to be like 3950 times 0.04 is $158,000 a year in interest. Okay, everybody tracking me here? My income, 40 units times $1,000. I believe I can get those rents there. That's $480,000 a year in income. Show you guys how to get rich. $480,000 a year in income. I'm going to pay $120,000 in expenses because I don't want to rob the place. And I'm going to pay, what did I say I was going to pay in debt to this guy? $158,000. I'm going to give him $12,000 a month.
Go ahead.
I'm going to give him what did I say? How much was the debt?
Debt was 3.94%.
Yeah.
158.
Yeah, $158,000. Okay, I'm gonna pay him every month. I'm gonna pay you $14,400 a month every month in checks. He's gonna be like, shit, dude. I'll be making more money from the interest than I was making from collecting rents.
Doing
he
nothing.
wins, I win.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 278. So what am I making? 122,000.
Minus 120, minus 158. Yeah, it's I'm coming up with 202. So 480 minus 120 minus 158.
Yeah.
202.
202.
Yep.
I'm making 202,000. That's $18,000 a month in free cash flow that I'm making. Okay, after the expenses of the property and after paying him his note, I'm making 100. How much am I making?
202. You're making 16 grand a month.
$16,000 a month. I'm being paid $16,000 a month, more than most people earn in a salary. What did I put down?
You put down 50 grand.
I paid $50,000. Okay. Now watch this. I paid $50,000 to get a job that pays me 200 grand a year. Who would do that? What's wrong with you people, man? You know what's wrong with you? Nobody taught you this game. I showed you the Fannie Mae game. I showed you borrowing from friends and family. Now I'm showing you how to buy it from him. Guys, I said I was going to do 90 minutes. I'm at 2 hours right now. I guarantee you I have 2 days left in me. I just can't do it all fast enough, okay? You're making 200 grand. This is not the big deal, by the way. If you guys are hitting the link right now and say, fuck it, I'm buying it now because he just showed me how to find an old geezer that owns this thing and bought it. By the way, is he doing good?
Oh, yeah.
He paid $40,000 for it, dude. He made 10 grand when I gave him the 50. Plus he's getting paid every month. You just got to know how to sell this to this guy. Okay? And he beat the IRS, which he's going to love. If he's 80 years old, he hates the IRS, he hates the FBI, and he's starting to think America's not what it used to be. He's that guy, right? So watch. Now, this is not the best part of the deal. Okay? Because 480, this is my underwriting calculator, divided by, well, let me just put it in my calculator. Johnny, go back to me, Johnny, on the calculator. Is it buzzing, popping? What's happening? Okay, now watch this. I have how many units here?
40.
40 units. 40 units. They're $1,000 a month now. Other income zero. 95% occupied. I'm doing my instant calculator because I'm going to go get a new loan on this in 3 years. Expenses are 25%. And it's a 7 cap. It's an 8, yeah, it's a 7 cap. What's it worth now? Johnny, make it bigger? Nobody can see that. $4.8 million. What did I pay for it?
50,000.
50 grand. I made 800 grand. $800,000 is what I made. Okay. Now watch this little trick. 2 years from now, the debt market should be correct. I told the guy I was going to pay him back in 3 years. $4.8 million, 4.875. This is what the bank's going to say it's worth too, by the way. It's not just me. This is the underwriting rules. This is what every bank, every lender, Fannie, Freddie, everybody will say based on the income and only $1,000 a month rents They could be 1,500. They could be 1,800. They could be $2,000. I'm being so conservative, it's stupid. Okay? I'm going to go to the lender and say, I want to borrow 75% of that $4.8 million.
Because that's the max that they'll lend.
Yeah. 48875 times 0.75 equals $3,660,000 is what I can get for a new loan. You guys with me? Okay. What do I owe the guy? 3.9 million. $3,950,000. Unless I counted the interest payments,
Right.
which I could have done in my deal.
Yeah.
Shit. Wish I would have. Okay, too late. Too late. I didn't negotiate that deal. I have $3.6 million to give him at close. This is his money, not mine. I'm going to give him $3,665,000. He's probably not going to even want it, by the way. He's going to be like, man, let's just keep doing what we're doing, bro. Don't pay me off, because when I pay him off, he's got to pay taxes. He ain't going to like that. Okay? So he might be just like, you've been good on it every month. Just make good on this guy every month. Pay him early. Pay him a little extra. Okay? This deal's so stupid, it's ridiculous. Okay? So watch. I still owe the guy $300,000. So you just say, hey, man, I'm going to pay you 5% on that money. You want to be paid now or you want to wait? I missed my mark. I didn't quite get the loan I wanted. I hadn't moved the rents as much as I want. That's if the rents are only $1,000. Okay? Now,
And you only put 50 grand in the deal.
dude,
and
I'm
your
controlling
equity-
a $5 million piece of real estate with no money. This is how you create wealth, ladies and gentlemen. If you're serious about wealth, if you're serious about real estate, if you want to learn this game, if you want to have confidence, I spent 120 minutes with you, okay? If you want to spend 2 days with me, hit that link and let's get going, man. Let me
2 weeks.
support you.
It's 2 weeks from now.
Let me support you, okay? We're gonna start today. We're not waiting 2 weeks, Jared. I told you, today.
Okay.
I want them to have the book downloaded today. I want them to have the video program downloaded today, and I want you to have the instant underwriting calculator today so that we can get started today. We're gonna do a Q&A here in 3 minutes. We're gonna start. 3 minutes, I'm taking this offer off. It's over. Put the countdown clock on, Johnny. Put me on a 180-second countdown. I need 180. In the background, Johnny, we need a counter. 179, 178, 170.
76.
And then, guys-
77.
No, I can't have your voice. Okay? And then we're never going to do this again. I'm never going to offer it again. I'm not going to present it to you again. I'm not going to present it to the rest of the world again. What I'm going to do with the last 2 hours, just so everybody knows, is I'm going to take the time to
Package it up.
package this offer up today, and I'm going to go to the marketplace to all the people that didn't show up today. 45,000 that didn't show up. Okay, and I'm going to sell this program for $2,000. So you guys take advantage of this. Be part of this. Okay, be part of this. Take advantage of it at this basically zero price. Okay, but watch what. I'm not done with this deal. I own a $5 million asset with 50 grand. How many of you think these rents would not be $1,000 in 3 or 4 years, but they could be $1,500?
Agreed.
Okay? See, the math changes everything now, right? So I'm going to go back in here on my instant underwriter calculator, which I could show to the bank, by the way. And now this property's worth, Johnny, you got it on me or you got it on the yeah. I mean, when I'm talking, Johnny, me. When I'm not, bang. Okay, now the property, if the rents get to $1,500, the property is now worth, do the math, Jared, 7.2 million? Is that what it says?
Let me see.
Yeah, that's what it is. Look at the calculator. 7.3 million,
Yep.
$28,000, okay? Now help me out with this. You guys do the math for me. 75% of that loan amount is how much?
73,280.
I owe this guy, by the way, $3,950,000.
Approximately 5.6 million.
I'm going to get a loan for $5.6 million. The lender will give me this loan and the deal will still cash flow. Or they wouldn't give me the loan.
Mm-hmm.
How much do I owe him?
3.9 million.
Okay. How much is left over from this right here? Should be $1.7 million.
1.54, 1.6 million.
1,650.
Yep.
Okay. How much did I put down?
50,000.
Who owns the property? Who owns the property right now?
You.
3,300% return. And I still own the asset. And the cash flow in this asset will be, let me see here, 1,500 times, how many units?
40.
40 times 12 times 0.75 times 540 less, what's the debt on this going to be? I need this math. 5.6 million at 0.065. 300 grand?
364.
360.
Less 364. I'm going to make $176,000 a year in free cash flow. What's the return on the $176,000 now that I took out? I was paid $1.6 million to own the property, and I'm being paid $176,000 a year. I'm being paid 15 grand a month. You've been involved in deals with me where we did this.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Is that
Called
what they call infinite return?
infinite return.
This is called an infinite return, immeasurable, can't put it in a calculator, will not come up. It looks like this. And this is how wealth is created.
Wow.
Okay? And wealth is always created with real assets. Now, a real asset could be you own 10,000 shares of Apple Computer at $2. That's a real asset. Or it could be, but you didn't get in at $2 because nobody called you. Fuck. Steve Jobs didn't call you and say, you want to buy some of this? Or you could have bought Amazon because Jeff and his family called you. They didn't call you. They never call any of us. Okay? Or Goldman Sachs says, hey man, we got this deal, man, Uber. Yeah, but they didn't call me, they didn't call you, and they ain't gonna call you. Okay? This, I'm calling on you guys right now. I'm telling you how to create wealth for your family. I have done this 55 different times for myself. Billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars of income. Last month alone, we sent $5 million out to our investors. I have a partner that brags about making $5 million a month. I'm like, bro, I sent $5 million out last month to my investors.
5.9.
5.9. The month before, 5 million. The month before, 4.5 million. I'm sending money to people. It's not me, it's the real estate, okay? So there's 6 ways I want to end with this, okay? 6 ways for you to make real money in real estate today. 6 ways. You want to write this down. Very, very important. Because there's not just one way. It's what Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger said. Never buy something where your only exit is to sell it. See this exit right here? That exit I just showed you? Will it bring this back, Johnny? Oh yeah, there. I got to do every one of these. Oh, that's scary. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. It's worth it. Remember this math right here? Mm-hmm. $171,000 a year in income. You can't see it. That's what it says. $171,000 a year in income. Okay. $1.6 million in my pocket. Non-taxable event. Not anything was taxed on this event. Can you turn that fan on back there? Okay. That's a non-taxable event. I forgot to tell you guys that. The IRS didn't get 1 penny of it. Okay. Now check it out. I'm getting $171,000, $15,000, $16,000 a month in income.
Turned on.
What was my point on this? Oh yeah. Because you want different exits. Okay. Number 1. These are the 6 ways to make money in real estate. Number 1, cash flow. I'm being paid on this deal $171,000. It cost me 50 grand. You guys understand, every year I'm getting 3 times the down payment I put back every year. In 10 years, I will have gotten my 50 grand back 30 different times. Okay, number 2, appreciation. Okay, the property went up in value. Why did it go up in value? Time or rent, or time and rent. Time times rent equals appreciation. This is straight out of our instant underwriting calculator, our increased value calculator that we talk about in our class, and you'll see it in the master class, how to actually force what's called forced appreciation through rent growth. 3, I haven't even talked about the depreciation I got on this deal. You guys don't know, I earn a lot of money. Some of you watching this earn a lot of money. When I bought this deal from this old man with 50 grand, Okay? The day we paid him off at $4 million, on that deal, I probably got a $1.6 million write-off. Even with 80%, I'd end up with $1.6 million. Okay? Maybe $2 million. I get a $2 million, $1.5 million to $2 million write-off. And I only spent 50 grand to get the write-off. That's a 40 time X return that I can now reduce my earned income by $1.6 million if I'm a professional real estate investor, which you probably would be at this point because you're spending 15 hours a week. You registered with the IRS. They approved it. Now I'm getting basically a write-off against the income for my other businesses. You guys selling insurance, doing plumbing, contracting, roofing, HVAC, consulting, dentists, doctors. You guys are making $1.7 million a year. Dude, I just wrote your freaking year off to zero. You earn $1.7 million right now because you're in a consulting business or you're a lawyer and you earn 1.7. I just showed you how to write off your earned income and zero taxes because of a purchase, okay? The fourth, tax deferment. I defer taxes into the future. Actually, infinitely forever by using trust, wraparounds, and 1031s. Number five, refinance. When I refinanced this deal, I pulled out $1.6 million. That was a non-taxable event. Untaxable by the IRS code, cannot be taxed, cannot be touched, cannot be infringed on by an illegal operation called the IR and the S, which is worse than ISIS. IRS and ISIS, they rhyme. Okay, number 6, I could sell the asset. Put some paint on it, fix it up a little bit, wait for the right cycle. Our super cycle will come back, okay? And I could sell the asset. There's 6 ways to make money in real estate, guys, all right? Now, I don't know how much more to give you guys than I've given you already. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I know what I need to give you. I know what I need to give you. Okay? I told you why to do it now, okay? Who remembers why to do it now? I'm going to give $100 if anybody can tell me, first person that can tell me why is now the perfect time. By the way, it's grantcardone.com/now, or the link's up. Why is now the right time? Give me the exact order that I write it down. First person that gives me the right order. Some of you probably came in late and didn't hear it. Some of you forgot it because you're on drugs. Some of you weren't paying attention because you got kids. Same as a drug, okay? They never go away. It always costs you money. Sometimes it turns out well. Most of the time it doesn't, okay? You just never know with a kid. There's always going to be that down period, okay? Anybody get it right? Why now? Okay? Whoever wrote...
You got to get all of them in the thing.
In the right order. Why now? Why now? Okay, this is it. Greatest real estate correction in my lifetime. Okay? Fannie Mae, new regulation.
Militia, no.
A new inventory glut.
Here we go. Sam D. Sam D is the winner.
Did he say it just in this order?
Correction, Fannie Mae, DSCR, glut of inventory.
No, it's great. Okay, anyway, give it to him. Okay, here you go.
Sam D. Let's make sure we get Sam D, guys.
Okay, all right.
Sam D, I got you, Hundy.
Now, why do it with me? Because this is your choices now. This is the only choices you guys have right now as you sit here. Okay, by yourself or with me. Okay. Now, you can do it by yourself. You save $297. Any other benefits of doing it by yourself? Any other reasons? You get to take credit that you did it by yourself. You're better than Jesus. You're the greatest in the world. You win it alone, okay? Any other reasons you'd do it by yourself? You're a loner,
That's no fun.
okay? You're a loner, but you're going to need to get a loan. I'm just saying, like, okay, now, why do it with me? I'll support you, okay? get the 20 hours of video training. You get the 2 classes. These are private classes, exclusive, just to this group. You did get to do the Q&A today when we start. We're going to start right now. If you miss it, we'll give you the recording, by the way. If you couldn't stay, we'll give you the recording of this, okay? So why do it with me rather than by yourself, all right? Me. Oops. Maybe because I know what I'm doing. GC knows what he's doing. You know how many mistakes I've made in real estate? Over 33 years, $5 billion worth of purchases, okay? Hey, I should do it with Grant because he knows what he's doing. Because Grant's offering me help. He's offering his help to me. I could be doing something else today on a Saturday. Right? I already told you guys how we make money on this program. We don't make it because people pay us $297 and we give them the $297 back. I don't make money like that. How can I make money if you gave me $297 and then I give you a credit at my store for $297 and you go grab $297 worth of stuff to give away as Christmas gifts this year? How can I make money if I'm back to zero again and I got to spend 2 days with you in 12 days and 2 weekends with you? How do I make any money? Oh yeah, because I'm going to take the 54,000 people that didn't show up today and I'm going to go sell 2% of these people, only 2% of them, a $2,000 product. That's how I make money. You guys helped me today create a program and a platform and offer it to other people at more money. What's the math on that? What do we figure? We're going to make 1,000 people, $2 million? This will make me $2 million.
1,080 to $2 million.
This makes me nothing, okay? This creates an audience, gives me a platform, creates a product, helps a lot of people. It's cool, man. Creates a big network of people looking at deals, okay? But we don't make any money here, folks, if you're worried about me making money. You're the one that's going to make the money because we're going to find you a deal, okay? Okay, Grant knows where the deals are. GC knows where the deals are. I don't just know where the deals are. I know who has the deals. I know who has the deals. I know their damn phone numbers, by the way. I know their names. I know some of their children. I know what cities they're in. In a city like Denver, there might be 6 or 8 brokers. There's only one that you need to talk to. There's not 6 or 8. And sometimes it's not even that guy, it's the second guy. But we know all these things because we've been in these markets, okay? I know how to underwrite a deal with debt, okay? Here's some other things, other reasons you would do it. You get the instant underwriter calculator, never before released. You'll get to download this and you'll know how to underwrite a deal as fast as I do and know what a good price to pay on that deal. What's a right price to offer. You're going to understand DSCR. Like you know the names of your children or the name of your wife, the name of your parents, their phone number by heart. You will know how to underwrite a deal, which determines whether or not you can get a loan. Okay, what else? You're going to get a 16-hour program, 16 hours of me that you keep for life. You're going to get a money-back guarantee. I'm just giving you reasons to do it with me. You can't give yourself a guarantee. What the fuck? What kind of guarantee can you give yourself? Okay? You can't. You can give me. Now, there's only 2 reasons people don't do this at this point. You have 2 reasons not to do this. Okay? Oh my God, man, I can keep $297. All right? There you go. You can keep this and not spend it. You don't have $200, $300. There's only 2 reasons not to do this at this point. I don't have $300. Okay, look, here's the deal. If you can't find $300, you're not going to find a deal. You're not. You can't find a deal. If you can't figure out $300, that I'm going to give you credit for later, by the way. Now, the second reason, the bigger reason. Oops, man, this thing is weird, huh?
Oh, man.
Okay, here's 3 reasons. 3 reasons at this point you won't do the deal. You're going to use this on a seller, by the way, when he's selling to you, too. Number 1, or a buyer. You don't have the money, you don't have $297, and you can't figure it out. If you can't figure that out, you can't figure the rest out. Trust me. If you cannot, it's not that you don't have the money, it's that you've decided you can't figure out how to get $297. If you can't figure out how to get $297, do not take advantage of this program, because if you can't figure out how to find 297 pennies, you can never, ever, possibly, 1,000% ever find a $1 million deal. Okay? Number 2, you're a skeptic. Is it skeptic or septic? You know, skeptic rhymes with septic. Your mind's polluted, dude. Okay? Okay? I'll bet you've been taken advantage of once or twice in your entire lifetime, and you're holding it against everybody that wants to help you. This is what's wrong with the skeptic right here. He believes everything is a scam because he was taken advantage of once or twice. Most of you guys that are skeptics have never even been taken advantage of. You just know somebody else that was taken advantage, or you heard about somebody that was taken advantage of, or some group of people that was taken advantage of, and you now have trust issues, okay? Let me just tell you about number two. Number two is going to cost you more money and happiness than anything else in your lifetime. This is going to kill you in life. Most people are actually trustworthy. Okay? I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you find a deal. There's nothing that would make me happier than you call me up in 3 months and say, bro, I scored a 40-unit deal. Okay? Or maybe Devin calls me and says, dude, I got a 4-unit deal, man, and we already raised the rents $300. Nothing would make me happier. Right? Third reason you won't do this. And this is probably the biggest one. You don't trust yourself. You bought a book once and didn't read it. You signed up for a gym class and didn't use it. You bought a program over here. You bought a program, some real estate program or club you got involved in and you didn't stay with it. Whatever, man. So would you let yourself down once? Don't let yourself down again. Like you can't, you start. You got to just keep starting. Don't quit on yourself just because it didn't work once. So what? So what, you failed once or twice or 500 times? Okay, the only way to ultimately fail is to give up on yourself completely. So look, you got to figure the 297 out. I can't. I've already figured out how to make the deal so stupid it's ridiculous. You're going to feel bad if you don't do it. You're going to feel bad. It's stupid. You're going to see this in 3 weeks for $2,000 on the internet, and you're going to be like, fuck, I could have bought it for $297 and got my money back. Okay? So, but it's not going to even include all this stuff, all right? I don't know if I can do it, man. Okay? All right? So I'm going to do this, 3 minutes. We're going to start our Q&A. We're going to start our Q&A right now, and that'll be another bonus for everybody. You get the instant calculator. The link's right there, grantcardone.com/now. I can't make the deal any better. I gave you a 100% money back guarantee. I'm going to give you the instant value calculator. I'm going to give you a credit at my store. I'm going to give you my book and sign it. I'm going to give you the two classes, private exclusive classes for the people that join this today, to join us in a Q&A next Friday and the following Friday. And then I'm going to spend 2 days with you in a classroom, interactive, where we spend millions of dollars in this setup to educate you over 2 days exactly how to find a deal, buy a deal, fund a deal, manage a deal, and even exit the deal if you choose to. On top of all that, I'm going to give you a money-back guarantee. I'm going to send you a cash flow hat. These cash flow hats, you rock these anywhere in public, and man, people will know immediately. Put one on, Jared. Let's see how it looks on you. It's got the perfect build, okay? Looks good on anybody, man. I think it looks better on me, though.
No.
No? Whatever, dude. There's no hat that I have in my merch that gets more attention than this hat. You can walk in a hospital, okay? Yeah, I like that. The doctor stop you. You could. I was actually in a church. A nun came around the corner and says, "I like the cash flow."
Oh, that's cool.
It's like, that's cool, man.
God bless.
Okay, don't hit me.
God did.
God did. DJ Khaled saw this hat. He's like, dude, that hat is great, man. Cash flow, man. Okay? Everybody needs cash flow. So I'll send you this. I'll send you the book. I'll send you the real estate class. I'll send you the instant underwriter calculator. I'll give you a guarantee on it. If you don't like it, just call up the company and call us up, and boom, I'll just give you.
Man, I think back and I'm like, if I wasn't working for you and I didn't have the opportunity to start investing with you early on before Cardone Capital got started and all that stuff, like I would have not had any idea where to go to invest in the types of deals that you're investing in, and because of the rules, I couldn't have invested in these little fourplex deals because of the down payment. And so like this literally, when you think about the fact that you could get into a deal for your own deal, you could own 100% of it for $20K.
Yeah.
for 10K. Like it's wild. So,
Yeah.
you know, don't sleep on this, guys. This is like what AI was to the internet. This rule will be to real estate investing.
Yeah. Can you pull up? Yeah, dude, you'll make more money on this than you will AI. Trust me. Fucking AI. You AI guys will be invested in deals like this. That's where all that money's going to end up back in real estate. Real estate has never let anybody down for 10,000 years, dude. Right now, the Gaza Strip is a real estate play. You guys understand that's not about religion, right? That is about real estate, period. Okay? It's about a canal they're trying to run through there to go get some gas. All right? Now, pull up 4325 Fair. For all you guys out there, so there's no inventory out there.
That's what everybody keeps saying. Oh, you can't buy. There's no deals out there for these prices.
Okay, watch this. This is available on the market right now in Dayton, Ohio. Okay, this is 4 units. They want $250,000. See if there's a phone number, Jared. I'll call these people right now and see if I can work a deal. See if there's a phone number we can find, okay? Now, check this out. Okay, I'm going to put on this deal, I'm going to put $12,500 down. Is that right? Help me out, Ryan. Finance, right?
250 times 5% equals 12.5, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to finance $237,000. Okay, $237,000. How much am I paying? Yeah, I didn't do the math. Then $237,500. I'm going to figure out my debt first, 0.75. Oops, that's close. $17,000 is my debt. Principal and interest on this loan, it's 6%, if I can get a 6% loan, okay? It's going to go up or down. Right now, rates are going to pull back down for a little bit. By the way, on this next call, next Friday, we tell people where the debt market's going. We also we'll tell you, for you guys that join, congratulations, where better debt is. Once Fannie comes to the table, Freddie Mac might show up. Once Freddie and Fannie come, boom, the banks will start coming. Trust me, they all do like this.
Mm-hmm.
Once GMAC starts approving loans, Honda Motor Company chases, okay? So watch, I got 17,000. What are the rents here? Did they say what the rents are?
Well, you just figure it's what's that?
Oh no, they're $800. They're $700 a month.
$700
The rents are
a month?
$700 a month. $700 a month. So 700 times 4. I'm gonna
It's
be full.
62,000. So it's 62,000 a unit. So it beats the 1% rule.
Yeah, but I need the math now. Okay,
33,600 per year.
33,600 a year. Okay, 33.6 times 0.75.
Dude, this guy
25
says
two.
I'm 18. I'm too young for this. Jonathan, you're at the perfect age right
Oh
now.
no, you're not too young. You could be 8 years old. You should start learning this now. You're going to make $8,200 in free cash flow. What did you pay for the property?
$12,500.
$12,000. You have almost all your money back in year 1 without a rent increase. Now we know we're going to increase the rents because these rents are only $700. Okay, now watch. Watch what's going to happen now. I'm going to take these rents up $300. I'm going to put a slab of coat. I'm going to put 2 trees. I'm going to put 2 oak trees on each side of that sidewalk. I'm going to go $300 a month. $300 times 12. No, 300 times 4 times 12 divided by 0.06. That's going to add $240,000 of value to this property. What did I pay for it? This is called increased value calculator, okay? I paid $250 for it. A $300 rent increase doubles the price of the property. I am now going to go back to Fannie Mae in 3 years. See, I want to pay my loan off. Property's worth $500,000 now. I'm going to get a $400,000 loan on it. What did I pay for it?
$250.
Okay, I owe them $250,000. Okay, this is the new value because I raised the rents. I pay off the Fannie Mae loan at $400, right? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the new value, oops, sorry. New value. Okay,
500.
new loan.
Yep.
I know I'll get this loan, 100%, not even concerned about, no, for sure I will. Okay, I got to pay off the old loan. The old loan was that the old loan?
It was close to 250.
It was 237 was the original loan amount.
237, okay? 237, pay off the old loan. How much is left over?
163.
$163,000. Who gets that 100? The overage, who gets that?
You, dude.
I get that money. I get the money. If you did that deal, you would get the money. This one deal out of probably, 40,000 properties and another 1.6 million units. Today are available in America right now. The reason the real estate agents aren't talking about it, real estate agents are too busy talking about how to sell a piece of real estate rather than how to buy one. And they're looking at the wrong thing. They're looking at single family. So check this out. You keep this $163,000. What's going on, Johnny?
It's a little tight right there.
Okay, $163,000. That's cash to you. Is that taxed?
No.
No. How much did you pay for the property?
$12,500.
$12,000. Okay. You made a profit of $150,000, and you still own the property. If you do this 10 times, I just found you one in Dayton, Ohio. You guys that are in the Midwest, if you do this 10 times, you're worth $1.6 million in cash, and you're worth $5 million in property. Okay, 4 minutes. We're going to start our Q&A for everybody that signed up today, guys. This is it. I'm done. GrantCardone.com/now. GrantCardone.com/now. This is your last chance. We're going to give you 240 seconds to grab this. $297. We give you a credit. If you want to buy this at Amazon, Monday morning, go to Amazon at 10 o'clock in the morning. You will see this book for $525 on Amazon. And I guarantee you I'm going to sell some. Okay, these are my terms, dictionary, multifamily real estate terms. Okay, if you want to buy this on my website right now, go to grantcardone.com/real estate, advanced real estate. You're going to see this for $10,000.
Real estate masterclass, yeah.
Real estate masterclass. I'm giving this to you, literally like, I was paid $1.1 million by 100 investors to do this class for 2 days. Everybody paid 10 grand. My daughter's hitting me. Okay, sorry. By the way, my daughters are already invested in real estate. My daughters can underwrite these deals. Okay. You guys that are concerned about learning this, we will help you learn it. I know. I said I was going to do 90 minutes. What did I end up doing?
2.5.
Yeah. Okay. So 3 minutes for everybody that signed up. We'll do a short Q&A today and tell you what you need to do first in the order. Where do you start? Do you start with the book? Start with the dictionary? Do you start with the class? Do you start looking for deals? If you're going to look for deals, where do you look for deals? What if you don't have credit? What if you don't have money? How do you do it? How do you understand it? How do you get the confidence? Look, I did this when I was 28 years old. I'm 65 years old today. I'll show you every mistake I made, every successful action we've taken. I'll show you the best markets in the country. I'll show you what to do. I'll show you what to do. My team will hold your hand. Okay, Jared, anything else before we close out? 90 seconds.
Yeah, look, man, I tell you, we were talking about this the other day. I make a pretty good bit of money working for you, but over the last 12 years that I've been investing in real estate with you, I've made more money from real estate investing than I have from my primary income. And I'll just tell you guys, don't underestimate what can happen in 5 or 7 or 10 years. Like this thing, it's like a freight train going out of a station. It starts moving slow, but then the time kicks in, and that's the ultimate exponential multiplier. And so you've got to learn this game. There's a really easy way for you to get in real estate now with this 5% down rule from Fannie Mae. Figure this out.
Just found another deal, Jared. Just found another deal.
How much?
$368,000. This deal's in Hickory, North Carolina. Great market, by the way. That whole North Carolina band, North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way south, all the way moving right up to Jacksonville, Florida. Phenomenal market, okay? This is $368,000. Let's say we can buy it for $350,000, just to round it up. $17,500 I can buy that asset. 17 grand, I can control a $350,000 asset. And I'll bet you I could get the seller to finance the 17 grand. Just so you guys know, that is available. Okay. So let's just say I get a $368,000 loan times 0.0. Okay, I got $27,600 worth of debt. The rents here are $900 a month. Is this 4 units? 900 times 4. I didn't put any money down in this deal. Times 12. $43,200. I'm going to keep it fully rented. It will be 100%. Do you think I'm being too aggressive with that?
100%?
Yeah.
No, 4 units, no.
Yeah. $32,400. Watch this. $32,400. Boom. I'm going to make $4,800 a year. I make $400 a month. And I put no money down. But most importantly, I own a piece of real estate that's worth $250,000. Now, if I raise these rents from 900 to just 1,200, 300 times 4, 300 times 4, 300 times 4 times 12 divided by 0.06. If I can raise the rents, okay, how much did I say? $300? If I can raise the rents just $300 over the next 2 or 3 years, I increase the value of the property $216,000. Okay? Now, what am I going to do now? It's the same play every time. Same play every time. So now I'm going to take it. Now I'm going to take it back to the bank, and I'm going to be like, I have a $615,000 piece of real estate. I'd like to get a 75% loan on this deal. How much is that? 400 grand or something?
615 times 75% is 461.
New loan for 461. How much did I pay for this thing? The last one? What did I say I paid?
368.
368. I gave him all his money, by the way. I gave him 368, so I owe him that. I owe Fannie Mae part of this, and I owe him the other part because he owner financed the down payment. Okay, I'm going to make $92,000 on this deal. $93,000. How much money did I put in it?
5%.
No, I didn't put any money in it.
Owner finance.
I didn't put any money in it. There's
Yeah.
no money. I made 100 grand. Assets. If you want to create wealth, invest in assets. If you want to earn money, get a job. I'll repeat that. You want to earn money? Get a job. You want to create wealth? Invest in assets. You want to do both? Get a job. Take the money from your income, invest it in real estate. You'll have a job that earns income, and you'll have an asset that creates wealth and provides you with passive income. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up for today. I hope you
Q&A.
guys join me. Huh?
Q&A right here. We're going to stay
Q&A.
here.
I'm going to move into the Q&A right now. Okay.
So, so only people that ask questions, and the best questions are the ones that are going to get answered.
Okay, so you guys come in. Thank you. Thank everybody. All you guys that watched and didn't buy, thank you guys. Appreciate you being here. I hope that you change your mind on this. My team's going to lead this up for about 17 minutes, and they're going to take it down. It's called, I don't know, there's a link there, grantcardone.com/now. Take advantage of it. I cannot wait to work with you next Friday. I'm going to start our Q&A right now. I cannot wait to congratulate you and see you on your first deal that you do, your second deal, your third deal, your fourth deal, or who knows, maybe you're like me and you do 50 or 60 deals. My first deal was small, my second deal was small, my third deal was 48 units. My fourth deal was 38 units. My fifth deal was 92 units, and I was off to the races, dude. Okay, now we're buying deals now, 500 units, 400 units, hundreds of millions of dollars. It's freaking whack, and I look forward to seeing your growth. And as you invest along the way, we're going to hold your hand, support you. I want to see you win. Okay, the more you win, the more I can win. All right, let's go do some deals together. Okay,
All right,
Q&A.
questions in the chat.
What are you going to do, separate the rooms now?
Yeah, no. We're just going to roll right here.
Oh.
Yeah. Easier that way. Okay. Questions. Ask them in the chat. Will this work as an international student here in the U.S.? That's
100%. Dude, if you're in the United States of America and you're looking around, 1,000%. There's no reason, international, there's no reason Fannie Mae cannot be racist or discriminate against race or age for you to do a real estate deal. Now, they can discriminate on experience. The only reason you guys won't get these Fannie Mae loans is because of experience. I don't know if I said that earlier. So when you go to Fannie Mae, say, look, I've done Grant Cardone's entire real estate program. I am registered as a professional real estate. I do 15 hours a week. I've done hundreds of hours with Grant. Grant owns $5 billion worth of real estate. I'm doing a class with him right now. The only reason you guys can get turned down by Fannie is you're on the wrong deal, you don't know your DSCR, or you don't have experience.
So Drew said, are we waiting for the correction before we buy?
No.
Okay.
You're in it right now. Do not wait. Buy and wait.
Chris M says, if we don't have boots on the ground, do you still recommend purchasing in the area where it's
No.
more reasonably priced? I live in San Diego and it's expensive.
Yeah,
SoCal.
no, there's deals in San Diego though, Chris. There's deals in San Diego. It's a great market. La Jolla, Lemon Grove, Mesa,
La Mesa.
La Mesa,
El Cajon.
El Cajon,
Lakeside,
Chula
Santee.
Vista, Lakeside. Did that whole market all the way up north to
Escondido.
Escondido, even north of that.
Encinitas,
Carlsbad, freaking awesome, man.
Temecula.
That barriers. Why is that good real estate? Barriers to entry, impossible to build there. Regulations. Your boy Newsom's going to run for president. Him and Michael are going to run together, and you know, San Diego's freaking the most beautiful city in America. Period. End of story. Full stop.
Mark says, should I get an LLC, EIN, and bank account set up before I start?
No. Complete waste of money. Stupid waste of money. Do not do that. Fannie Mae is going to tell you the LLC they want you to set up, or your lender is going to tell you, or the owner that finances it for you is going to tell you what kind of setup he wants. Do not spend $300 or $3,000 on an EIC or an LLC.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Scottsdale, this is from Scottsdale question.
Great market.
What are the best areas to buy multifamily in Phoenix?
Scottsdale, Kierland, Mesa, Tempe. Start wanting to not be in the north, but where they're building those Taiwanese semiconductors, that's going to be like Taiwanese city, as long as there's no attack on the.
Well, they're bringing everybody.
Taiwan.
They're shipping a bunch of people over, aren't they?
Dude, that's
yeah,
unbelievable.
Like the whole thing, yeah.
Down by the airport. Airport's always been terrible. It's going to get unbelievable because they're building those big.
On the river, all the stuff by the river down there.
They're
whatever
building
that
those
is,
warehouses
yeah.
to support electricity, to support AI. There's going to be these big industrial, what are they called?
Server rooms.
Server rooms.
Yeah.
There's nothing in them but computers. Electricity's being run through them. And they got to be refrigerated.
JM says I own
No tenants, no termites, no bullshit.
JM says I own a house worth $1.65 million. It's a single family in Carlsbad. I want to do a 1031 exchange into multifamily. I anticipate having 1.5 to invest. Where do I start?
So this is what I did. I did a 1030. Okay, I had a $17 million house. I owed $4 million on the house. I took, it was $5 million because I ended up with 12. I had $12 million. Okay, this was a single family home. I lived in it. Okay, I wrapped it as an entity. I rented for myself. I pulled this off actually. Okay, I didn't know going in I was doing it, but so I had to go back and clean up some paperwork. But you know you're getting ready to do it, so you can do this now. I took this $12 million and I did not buy another single family home. This was single family home. Okay, I took this $12 million and I bought $58 million worth of real estate with that $12 million, and I raised $3 million more because I didn't have enough money to buy that deal.
You're welcome.
Okay, yeah, I don't think you put money. Did you put money in that deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harbor
Oh
Breeze.
yeah, we added that one. Okay. Okay. That property's worth $250 million today. I have never paid taxes on this transaction. I made $8 million right here. Had an $8 million gain right here. My tax bill was $0. Okay, I moved into this deal over here. This deal number 2, right over here. I've already taken out of that deal. I've taken $52 million out of that deal. $52 million. Okay, I've never paid taxes on that. And I've been paid $1 million a year, $12 million in the last 10 years. $12 million. And I don't think I've been taxed on any of that money either. That's a 1031 exchange. We'll explain that, by the way, in two Saturdays.
And it's still worth $200 million.
And it's still worth $258 million. I don't have any money in it.
Yeah, that's infinite return. Okay, Richie Rich, I have a $1 million home with $500K in debt. Should I sell or rent and then move into the 4 units, or get the cash on the house?
I would rent the house that you live in, unless you want that 600 grand. I don't think you need that 600 grand. Mm-hmm. What I would do in that case, if the house is a great house and it can stay rented, If it's a $1.1 million house and you owe 600 grand on it, okay, what I would do, now you're going to change what you're living in. This is your debt, right? I would go buy a 4-unit house. I would fill this up with a renter. Let's say this rents for $3,000 a month. Okay, that's going to cover your note right here, 600 grand. Let me see what you owe 600. Let me see what their note is right now. He's probably in one of those low loans. Any of you guys that are locked in on 3% money, yeah, you're paying $1,500 a month on your debt because you got some 3% stupid money. Don't sell that loan, folks. Any of you guys that have a 3% loan, do not sell the house. Rent the damn house. You'll pick up another $18,000 a year in
Income.
You're going to write most of it off as negative because you're going to start writing this off as a depreciating asset right now. And then what you're going to do is you go over here and find a 4-unit deal for $1 million. Put $50,000 down on it. Okay? You're going to owe Fannie Mae. This is non-recourse debt. Meaning if it don't work out, it don't work out.
Erica said, how do I offset my
And that debt right there is going to be paid by the renters. And you're going to keep doing this. You're going to keep moving.
Every 5 years. Every year you could do it.
Every
5
year.
years, yeah.
Every year you could do it, but yeah.
This is a path for you to become a multi-millionaire.
This
in
is
5
a
years.
path.
Yeah.
For everybody that's watching right now, this is a path for you to become a multi-millionaire, a millionaire many, many times over.
Erica said, how do I offset my W-2 taxes buying a property before the end of the year? And how do I do a deal with you today?
Okay, so how do you offset? Yeah. Well, I mean, the only way you would offset your taxes today is if you're a professional real estate investor, and based on your question, I'm assuming you are, you need to buy an asset before, you need to close on an asset before the end of the year. Mm-hmm. Now, don't go close on an asset just to get a tax write-off, okay? You want a good deal. Mm-hmm. You know, you're stuck with these deals, so you want to buy a good deal. But if you bought $1 million piece of real estate today and you're a professional real estate investor, and I'm going to assume that you get an accelerated depreciation of $300 or $400 grand, that's coming off your earned income this year. So like I'm buying a deal right now. That's why rich people don't pay taxes. This deal is $150 million. What do you think, Ryan? We're going to pay cash for this.
30%.
This is a little bit outside the Fannie Mae guidelines.
30% write-off?
Okay, if I pay cash for this, he's being really conservative right now. I'm probably going to get a $45 million write-off this year against my earned income. So imagine, let's say I made $45 million in my companies. This is earned income. At my other company, or you work at Microsoft, Coca-Cola guy made $45 million last year. He could invest in this deal right here. $45 million comes off his earned income. If he's a professional real estate investor, his tax bill will be virtually zero. How much did he save? $16 million in taxes. You understand? $16 million is what he saved in taxes. If he lives in New York, he saved more like $22 million. And he owns an asset that cash flows. Like there's not one play here. There's a play, a second play, a third play, bang. 10 years from now, this property's worth $300 million. He's not even paying for it. His tax savings was enough reason to do this deal. I'm telling you, this is the best kept secret in the world. You guys are all chasing Bitcoin and Ethereum and NFTs and fucking trading stocks and getting in and getting out, flipping and wholesaling. You're doing so much dumbass work when you could be creating wealth. You just got to know. You got to know where to look, what to pay, how to underwrite it, where to go to get the debt or how to raise the money, how to manage the property, and you need a plan, a business plan for how to exit. After that, this is as simple as making brown rice.
So a lot of people are asking about access to the calculator, the link to get the swag box. There were a lot of people that came in at the end, so there could be a little bit of clog in the plumbing lines getting emails sent out. Yeah. But if you have any questions, you can email chat@grantcardone.com. Just chat, C-H-A-T, @grantcardone.com. Submit your question there, and our support team will get back with you.
Or what you guys could do if you came in late and don't know what's going on, I made an offer that is so stupid that you shouldn't even have to make a phone call, okay? Like, it's stupid. this is what happens. You're going to transfer $297 on a credit card to the link below. As soon as you do that, I'm going to drop you an instant underwriter calculator. This work is priceless, folks. Like just having that in your pocket every day and being able to underwrite a deal. Watch out, just any deal. Watch out. Somebody put me on the clock. Okay? Give me any deal.
32 units, $1,500.
How many?
32 units.
No, let's go big.
Okay. 150 units.
150 units.
Rents are $1,500.
Rents are $1,500. The other income's going to be 3%. What market's it in?
It's in Fort Myers.
Okay, 93% occupancy. I just know it by heart. I'm going to be at a 36%, 35% expense. I'm going to buy this at a 6.15 cap because I know the market. I'm paying $27,335,000. That was less than 15 seconds.
22 seconds.
22 seconds. I'll make an offer, $27,335,000.
Oh, here we go. Here's a great question.
$119.
Sean Caldwell.
Can I finish this?
Yeah.
Okay. The ability to be able to underwrite a deal that fast. You know how much attention you get from a broker? I never call and say, can you send me the
T12.
The T12?
And the
Can
rent
you
roll?
send me the rent roll? Bro, that is so unprofessional. You guys listen to me. I need more information. No, you don't. You need the instant underwriter calculator to know what to confidently offer in the marketplace, to get a conversation going, okay? So I'm going to give you that for you guys that need more information. Dude, when you hit that link, I'm going to give you that. That's worth millions of dollars, okay? Also, I'm going to give you a credit at my store for $297 so you paid nothing. Now, when's the last time somebody gave you this much stuff? You didn't pay anything for it, but you got to think about it. This is crazy. You don't need more research here, okay? Now, I'm going to give you my 16-hour program, the masterclass. That's a $10,000 program. $10,000, I'm giving it to you. If you don't want it, give it to your kid. Maybe they can use it. If you don't want to, give it to your dad. Give it to your uncle. Give it to somebody for Christmas, man. It's yours for life. Do whatever you want with it. Watch it as a family. It's 10 grand on my website. I gave it to you, okay? All right, now, I'm going to give you my book, How to Create Wealth Investing in Real Estate. Maybe read it to your kid. Well, my kid's only 6 months old. Start them now. Okay? Don't do baby talk with boo, boo, boo. You're so oh, boo, boo, oh, boo, boo. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Okay? I remember, why don't you read this to your freaking kids, okay? Okay? How I got started, my first mistake. The first real estate deal I bought was $78,000, a single family home. I put $5,000 down and got a loan saying I would live in the house. Do you think your kid would have a bigger, faster, better chance of accelerating through life if the first thing they were read was how to buy real estate? It ain't going away, folks. Google's going to go away. Facebook's going to go away. Okay? AI will come and go. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay? The names around it will. Microsoft will come and go. But this isn't going away. Your kids have to learn this now. Okay? What if you just read the dictionary to your kids? Business park is a planned development or area consisting of multi-buildings designed for office, research, or light industrial uses. If you guys were read this every single day, or out of the Wall Street Journal every single day, or you were read and given stories about wealth creation and wealthy people and successful people, and that's all your kids ever learn, not TikTok and Instagram, or looking at fucking Disney, which is basically a porn site now, okay, a conversion tool. If your kids weren't watching that and they were learning from this right now, if they were learning from this, where would they be when they're 8 or 9 years old? Why do you think my kids are so sharp and so fast? Okay? Because this is what they've been around this the whole time. You are what you surround yourself with. And your kids are going to be what they hear every single day. So I don't want to take my kids off of TikTok and Instagram. I don't need to. I need to make sure I give them enough of this that when they get to TikTok and Instagram, they're like, dude, I want more of this, because this is going to take care of your family in the future. So I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that book. I'm also going to give you the workbook. This workbook right here. You and I are going to go through this workbook over 2 days. We're going to go through it. You're going to spend 2 days with me. Now, show them a picture of that room, Johnny. Okay, there are going to be, how many people will be in there in the ballers room?
15.
15. Okay, do we have a site for the ballers? No, there won't. There are going to be 30 ballers there. Come on, Jared. Okay, what do the ballers pay?
$15K.
Okay, anybody that wants to come and be in the room with me, call my office right now, 786-598-0088. 786-598-0088. When you buy the $15,000 ballers, it'll be me, and you in a room with 30 people for 2 days. You'll have that. You'll be this close to me the entire time. This is the smallest, most intimate event we do of the year. Okay, I'll underwrite your deals, answer your questions, spend time with you, take a photo with you, and I'll give you the entire the program for free. Just come hang out with me at the Ballers Room. Okay, and I'll guarantee you that room. Will it be sold out?
Oh yeah.
100%. Sold out.
This
you guys
room
that want
sells out every
you
time.
guys that want to pay the 15 grand, call my office. It's the only way you can buy it. 786-598-0088. We have a lot of fun. We eat lunch. We have drinks together in the night. Sometimes I bring people over to my house and hang out, and we do fun stuff. So take advantage of that if you want to come be a baller. If you're a big shot caller, big baller, hot dog, ditty baller. Okay. Okay. Now for the rest of you, you get to be in the room without traveling, without a hotel. And you get the same information, and we're going to go through this workbook, okay? This entire workbook. I'm going to send you a cash flow hat. Got to rock a cash flow hat, okay? And I'm going to give you my instant underwriting, two real estate strategy calls with our coaches. I'll be on the calls with you.
2 weekly Q&A calls and then one separate one-on-one strategy call.
A one-on-one strategy call, 2 Q&A calls, and I'll be on both those calls with you, I promise. Those are the coaching and Q&A calls. Okay, next question, Jared.
Next question is, if you're over 60, this is from Bev, if you're over 60, would you use a different strategy to accelerate the results?
Would I do
if you're over 60?
No, you're 60.
Okay.
What? Yeah, no,
Good.
no, dude.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Okay.
Fed
this
said-
is Sabrina. Hold on, Sabrina. I'm going to put you on the spot, Sabrina.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I don't like it when he does this.
Okay. But you know what? I'm going to have you use the instant underwriter calculator.
Oh, cool.
Okay. You sit down.
Okay.
You're going to underwrite a deal for me and tell me what it's worth.
Okay, fine.
Okay. I'm going to give you a big. You want a big deal or a small deal?
A big deal.
Okay. I'm going to give you a big deal. Okay, Ryan. The deal we're working on right now in Tampa.
252 units.
252 units.
Rents are
Okay, can you split screen Johnny showing her? She's 14 years old, about to get a car.
It's true.
Okay. Wow. So now she knows how to do this on the board, but I'm going to have her speed it up and do it here because the instant underwriter calculator is actually going to give her more confidence, not less. Okay, we got 252 units, Ryan. Go ahead. You want to ask him the questions? You see how it
What's
works?
the market rent?
market rent is $2,000,
Okay. And other income?
5%.
You think it'll be 5? Mm-hmm. Bigger the better.
What's the occupancy?
Occupancy right now is 93%.
No, put 93.8.
Okay. And expenses?
Expenses are 40%.
38,
I knew
39,
you were gonna say that.
39.4.
39. Oh, 39.
Because this would be much more difficult when you get a really accurate. The thing about the instant underwriter calculator is it can get you down to pennies now.
And cap rate?
Cap rate is a 5.5 cap.
Nah.
All right. So
6?
we offer-
5.78. Put a 5.78. I think we're buying it for 5.78.
so
Hit
we're
enter.
gonna offer,
Hit enter.
Yeah, hit enter.
Yeah.
Okay, $61 million.
61 million. That is what we could offer. Okay, how long did that take her to do that? 30 seconds? 61 million. Now, we knew that was our number, but we went in at 52. We closed at 54, right? So I'm probably $7 million in the money. Okay? You gonna buy a bunch of real estate with me, champ?
Yes.
Let's go, man. You're gonna be the queen.
That's right.
You're gonna run the empire.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We're at 12,000 units. How many are you gonna take us to?
I have to think.
No, you don't. 10 exit.
10 exit, so we have 12,000 or 1,200?
We have 12,000.
Then we're going to get 12,000.
Yeah.
120.
How many?
120,000.
Yeah, bang, bang,
Sorry,
bang,
I don't
bang.
know why that wasn't like processing. in my brain.
Man.
Because she didn't have the calculator, man. She didn't have the real estate calculator.
Yeah. So based on the math I did right there, now if I use Ryan's number, if I go back to my instant calculator and I'm like, hey, I want to be at a 615 cap, I'm at $58 million. What's wrong with my math here?
Nothing. I mean, it's
I'm in the neighborhood of this deal.
Look,
though.
it's a great deal.
Okay. By the way, this. Let me just show you. Can you show the deal? You know, Icaria is in Tampa, great market. So we're in Tampa. We're here in Miami. This guy's in Tampa calls and says, "I got this deal." I looked at it. I knew who owned it. We looked it up in some of our proprietary data, which, by the way, we'll share with you in 2 weeks. You'll see it. And I called him up, said, "I'll be there tomorrow." We got on our helicopter, flew up to Tampa, picked him up at the airport. You want to talk about freaking, what's that called? Baller move? It's a boss move.
It's a humble boss.
I said, "Bro, it's not a humble boss move."
No.
I said, "I'll meet you at the airport. Pick me up at the airport." He drives up to the airport. I said, "Come on out, man." Boom, we put him on the hell. He's like, "What?" I said, "Get in." Boom, we lift it up, bring me to the address. We gave the address to Sean, the pilot, dropped us right over the property, went around it. Bang, bang, banked it. You got that video, Johnny, of me and him flying? Okay, boom, got a deal, bruh. I think we're $7 or $8 million in the money on this deal when we buy it, and it cash flows. So again, you don't have a helicopter, but you're not going to have one if you don't have the knowledge. And you're not going to get one if you don't have assets. Look, everybody that owns a helicopter or a plane, they have assets that pay for these things, not talents. You know the story of the guy that owns the, who bought the LA Lakers?
A bus.
You know how Jerry Buss bought the LA Lakers?
Multifamily.
2 letters. Real estate. Jerry Buss didn't buy the goddamn Lakers. Real estate that Jerry Buss owned bought the LA
He was a
Lakers.
boxer.
Huh?
He was a normal parker.
Yeah. He's got one of the most valuable franchises on planet Earth, probably $7 billion franchise. And Magic Johnson will tell you, he bought the Lakers with the real estate. So this real estate thing, folks, is going to take care of you people. It's going to take care of you and your family. My dad knew a little bit about real estate, but he didn't know enough. He had a piece of real estate. It was a great piece of real estate. And because it was a great piece of real estate, my mom could sell it immediately. Had it been an income producing real estate, had it been 4 units or 8 units or 12 units or 16 or 25 units, my mom wouldn't have had to sell it. It would have literally paid our bills for the next, it would have paid my mom's bills. She was 48 when he died. She died later when she was 88. It would have paid her bills for 40 years. So you guys got to learn this game, man. The opportunity's here. The time is here. The debt is available. It wasn't available just, yesterday. And it is now. 2 more.
Okay. Fed said my credit's really bad, but I have about $250K in cash.
Good, dude.
How do I get started?
That's all you need. You need an asset. You do not need a credit correction. Okay, you need an asset that hits what's called the DSCR. I'll explain it all to you next Friday. Actually, what you're going to do is when you download the masterclass and you download the masterclass and the real estate book, you're going to start seeing how we use real estate to repair your credit score.
Okay, here we go. You ready for a live one?
Yeah.
Deanne Bolleret said 4plex, $700K price, $1,275 rents. Will this work?
Give it to me again.
So $700K purchase price,
700,000,
$1,275 a month for rent.
$725 a month for rent.
No, $1,275.
Oh, no, oh yeah.
Yeah, $1,275 for rent.
75. Okay, let me do it. I'll just do it right here. 1275. 4 units, right?
Yep.
1275. I'm not going to have any other income here. I'm going to put 2% other income. Occupancy, I'm going to put 100 because it's small. Is it 4 units?
Yep.
I'm going to put this at 22. Where's it at? Did she say?
Didn't put a location.
I can pay it. Yeah, it works. 100% it works. 100% it works better. How much is she paying?
$700,000.
Yeah, it's a great deal. She's going to put $35,000 down. She's going to finance $665,000. Okay, I love this deal. I don't know about the location. 665. times 0.075 equals, it's going to be $50,000 worth of debt a year. She's going to make 1275 times 4 times 12, 61,000. What is this? 665,000. Yeah.
665 times 0.075.
How much did she say the payment? No. It's 1275 a month, right?
1275 a month for rent.
Yeah, 1275 times 4 times 12.
61.2.
$61,200. Okay, she's going to pay $12,000 in expenses. She's got $49,000, and she's got $50,000 worth of debt. Doesn't work as good as some of the deals I found. I feel like something's wrong though.
Well, look, if you divide,
paying
listen. So this is the other test. This is
Oh,
where these things
oh,
start stacking.
the per unit.
Divide 700,000 by 4 units.
Yeah.
And that gives you a average unit price of $175,000 per unit.
Yeah.
The 1% rule does not apply there, so you'd have to get the rents up to.
I need the rents to be around
$1,750 a month.
$1,500.
Yeah.
$1,500, and then this deal really screams. But look, some people would say, wait a minute, I own 4 units and it's costing me nothing. Cost me $35,000. You live there 1 year, act like you're paying rent, and you basically are paying your debt. Okay, this isn't a terrible deal. Now, if the rents can go up, what I always do is the first time I figure the deal, I figure based on what they want. Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna beat them up a little later as we get closer to the close, okay? Because 600 grand makes this deal scream if I'm paying only 600. Now watch, if I raise these rents, she's saying they're 1,200.
1275, yeah.
Let's say I raise these rents $275 a month times 4 times 12 divided by 0.06. That increases the value of the property $220,000. So you got to have some rent growth, okay? But it's close. You shouldn't be paying their asking price. Nothing's going to go off. Let me just ask Ryan. He's on microphone, but off camera right now. Do you think anybody is actually going to get their asking price right now?
Definitely not.
Okay. This asking price will probably be reduced somewhere between 7% and 12%, maybe 15% right now. So this price really could probably be 80% of that number, closer to a 560 rather than a 700. At 560 divided by 4, now we're in the money. Now we're all over. Now we're cash flow positive, year 1 with me living in it. Okay, guys, look, I've given you plenty, right? I think I've given you guys 3 hours of information here. If you didn't take advantage of it, man, God bless you guys, man. I want to help you. I'm trying to help you. Okay.
But this is the type of stuff that we're going to be doing in these Q&A calls, is just going to these 2 calls that you're getting before we get the program started. We're going to do this for 2 more times. During the 2-day workshop, you're going to get that. There's a lot of Q&A, people asking great questions in that workshop.
This is yours for life, by the way.
It can seem a little overwhelming because you're hearing a lot of words that you don't know yet. That's why the dictionary is important. That's why repetition is important. You hear a definition that you don't understand. You look it up. You figure out what it is. Like, you go through. That's the purpose of this. This is a program. Like I think he's just shown you guys right here a quicker path to becoming a millionaire than you got by spending 50 grand and spending 4 years in college. And this will not take you that long.
Yeah.
This will not be that difficult, but you just have to spend a little bit of money, $300, to get access to the right information to get started.
Let me ask you, you're not spending money. You're investing money in learning real estate. Your escrow, your closing costs, your legal fees, your title, your due diligence will cost you more than $297. Okay, you're getting an opportunity here to become a millionaire real estate investor. In addition to that, I want to pose a question to everybody in the room. Would you rather earn $1 million doing e-commerce or $1 million investing in real estate? Would you rather earn $1 million playing basketball or $1 million earning real estate, investing in real estate? Okay, because I can tell you right now, I know an e-commerce guy and a basketball player that would both rather be in the real estate game than be playing basketball or e-commerce. Okay, it doesn't mean they're going to give up basketball or e-commerce, but where's your money going to go if you're making money? You guys that have money out there, what are you doing? Your money's at the bank. Okay, your money is doing nothing. Okay, average checking account, average. What's the savings rate? Savings rate
Oh my gosh.
by bank. Bank rates today. Bank rates today. I'm not talking about locking up in a 10-year treasury. First Horizon's paying 4.9%. I haven't shown you a deal yet that does 4.9%. These deals are doing, some of these deals I showed you are doing 5% a month, not 5% a year. I showed you guys how to do infinite returns here. Some of them 300x, 300% returns on some of these investments. Here's the deal I'm looking at right now. The deal is going to be bought for $1 million. They're going to put $50,000 down. The return on investment is 200%. If you only increase the rents 10%, okay, you understand, when I take $5,000 cash, fiat, and I buy a $400,000 piece of real estate, this goes down. Oh, by the way, I'm going to show you how to do all this for $297. The $5,000 that you put down is going down in value. Everybody agree? 3% a year minimum. Some people think this is going down 10% a year right now. They believe the US dollar will be worth almost 90% less in the next 10 years than it is today. Meaning the cost of goods are going to go up. It's still going to be $100 or $1,000, but the cost of goods are going to inflate so fast. Okay, now watch. This $5,000 that you put down on the deal went down in value. Does everybody agree with that?
Yep.
If it went down in value, what happened to the real asset? They invert to one another, okay? When this goes down, this goes up. Real things become more valuable as fiat, false things, made up things, paper goes down in value. So let's say this only goes up 10%. This went down 10% a year. This only went up 10%, okay? Damn, okay? How much, this property, this goes down to zero. You lost all the $5,000. This goes up only 10%. This went down 100%. I would rather lose $5,000 and win 10% there. Why? Because I make $40,000 like that right there. Okay, that's an 8x return. I put in 5,000 and went to zero. It's going to zero. It's just, is it 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? It's going to zero. Okay, that money right now in my lifetime, 1958, that $5,000 is worth less than $50 today. It buys $50 of goods and services. You don't need to look it up. I know it's true. Okay, it'll buy $500 worth of goods and services today. When I was growing up, you could buy a nice house for $24,000. A nice house today is $800,000. It went up 40 times. It went up 40 times. So when people look at inflation, they're like, oh, the dollar's value went down. No, dude, the dollar's value went down and the assets went up. Okay, they inverted on each other. So you get this massive explosion. Anybody that stayed in cash got beat up, and anybody that bought assets exploded. By the way, in the period of time, if I'd have bought that $24,000 house in 1958, let me tell you about some companies that were around in 1958 that aren't around anymore. Can you just put in how many big name companies that don't exist anymore? Can you guys think of any? Blockbuster, bang, dead. On Arrival. Sears, boom, blown up in the head.
Circuit City.
Okay, Circuit City. All circuit, no city. Radio Shack, bing, 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 $11 billion company. It's worth zero today. Ty Lopez bought it. It's still worth zero, okay? And I think 2 people lost money on it, or maybe everybody, right? But hey, the real estate that I would have bought back in Pan Am, out of business. United Airlines, Delta Airlines, Southwest have reorganized 3 times, not once.
Check this out.
Okay.
Nine out of every 10 Fortune 500 companies from 1955 are gone.
90% of all Fortune 500 companies are out of business. Every piece of real estate that was in a decent location in 1958, I'll guarantee you is still collecting rent today. Fucking best business in the damn world. Okay? And the cool thing about real estate people is you don't need to be on Wall Street. You don't need to wear a suit. You don't have to belong to a country club. You don't have to be you don't have to be white. You understand? You don't have to be educated. You need a little education. Okay. Hey, man, we're good.
Cool.
I gave you guys plenty, right?
Loaded.
All right? Okay, Q&A. I'll see you guys next Friday. You're going to join a call that people paid. What do they pay to be in that club? 25,000?
Yeah.
They paid 25 grand. You get to join the club. We welcome you there. I can't wait to spend time with you. Next 2 Fridays, you'll be in our club. In between now and then, you're going to get a call with a exclusive coach. Strategy call to figure out what you're trying to accomplish, what market you're in, where you're at, what your limitations are, what your concerns are. Also in that call, we can walk you through what's first, okay? The dictionary, the book, the program. This is 16 hours, dude. Like, go to work this weekend. You could finish this program the first time today. Second time, it's worth $10 million to you. The 10th time you read it, I'll promise you, listen to this program 10 times. This program right here, I guarantee you, if you know this information the way I know it, you will become worth hundreds of millions of dollars investing in real estate. If you have my confidence, knew what I know, okay, I promise you, just do what I do. You're going to end up with the same real estate that I have today. Or something very similar, okay? We're also going to give you the instant underwriter calculator. You'll be able to underwrite a deal as well as me and my daughter, Sabrina. Great job, Sabrina. We're going to give you the Q&A call. We're going to give you the real estate call. I'm going to send you out a cash flow hat. Rock this heavy and hard. I'll give you the dictionary, the book, signed copy of the book. And we'll hold your hand, man. We'll hold your hand until you get a deal, okay? Until you get a deal, your first deal, your second deal, your third deal, your fourth deal. Let's make your first deal work. Then you're guaranteed to do a second deal. Thank you for joining us today.
When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know, like I know, you getting cash flow. Brewer, getting money, never losing no. But I'm broke, but now I'm living at it. Digits, comma zeros, and some decimals. And I wish you would try to test me, yo. You should listen to the lesson, no. Masterminds out of Mexico, I invested dough and I let it grow. Regiments, I got a pocket full. Rich the income and your taxes low. Spend it right and then invest some more. And if you don't believe me, ask my doctor down. What you mean? You mean Uncle G? Planting seeds for these money trees. Who got my money, please? Everywhere you wanna be like Visa, MasterCard, American Express. I bought the bank and I bought the jets. I buy apartments, I send checks. Yo, billionaire went undercover, help y'all discover who did it best. Just bought 2 choppers, can't wait till you see the face and they see what I do next. When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know, like I know, you getting cash flow. When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know, like I know, you getting cash flow.
Yeah, and only then do I buy something stupid. How stupid can you go? You can go as stupid as your cash flow.
You know what heals all ills? Deals. Look who went from meals to bills. It's eat what you kill when you're in the field. In the pipeline overflowing, I don't drip, I spill. We don't seek balance, nah, we want extraordinary. If you really knew my dreams, it'd be more than scary. We got more to spare, ain't no shortage, baby. Winning by the chopper and another for my lady. Talking about the bird and the strap, say the word and she handle that. Fully loaded, put it at the target, and you know we letting off every man. Got my money, who got my back? You can never get it if you never ask. Big bags, legendary swag. Only one thing better than cash. When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know, like I know, you getting cash flow. When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know, like I know, you getting cash flow. When I walk through, no, I won't do. No, I won't do. No, I'm talking to. Not to. You don't about to do. What? Walk in that door.